Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hey, everybody. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you had a good evening last night. I will be continuing my bashing of Tyson Fury today for humiliating the sport of boxing, but at the same time, proving Deontay Wilder supporters 100% correct. And I've been waiting for it. These type of things happen because, that's just the nature of God not liking ugly, which Tyson Fury has been. These fraud Deontay Wilder detractors have been, who are now jumping all on top of the neck of Tyson Fury, acting as if Tyson Fury is a terrible fighter all out of the blue. What's going on, Mr. Chisholm? All things in the building. What's going on? Ariana, what's happening? Dennis Luis Hazel, what's going on? Hey, good morning. And stay blessed yourself. What's going on, Ernie V? Mr. Volaton, Gilbert Jimenez in the building. What's going on, man? Let me do something while I wait for some more people to jump into the chat. Nate Dogg, what's up, man? How are you, sir? Duval, what's Duval? Who's Duval? Frederick Radford said Duval. What's going on? Hey, what's going on in the Caribbean, sir? Mr. Paris, how are you? DH in the building. Ringside with LCD. What's going on, man? Trillion of Judah. What's up, sir? Frequent flyer. Always pleasant to see you. Why Devin Haney weight bullying, man? What's going on, Eric Young? Steven, good morning. Yeah, smash that like button, good people. Please smash that like button. Please smash that like button. Baton Rouge, Louisiana on the channel. That's what's up. Yeah, man. Yeah, that's my. I love Baton Rouge. What's going on with the weight bully, dog? Porsche Life Productions. Good morning. Valley. Good morning. Darren Griffin. What's up, man? I'm chilling, man. I can't complain. Up this morning. Up this morning. Yes, sir. Yeah, he is, man. He's a good dude, man. I'm really happy for that guy, man. I'm very, very happy. You're up early with the truckers today, man. I'm up every day early, bro. Are you taking this Mayweather versus Davis fight seriously, Fanon? What Mayweather versus Davis fight? I've never even heard that. Somebody out there making that up. I wouldn't be surprised if there is a conversation about Floyd Mayweather Jr. fighting Gervonta Davis. No, I don't take that seriously at all. Nope, that's ridiculous. Not going to happen. No. That's like shooting yourself in the nose to spite your face. Never going to happen. Yeah, don't worry about it, man. People just trying to talk about something. I wouldn't take that seriously at all. I wouldn't take it serious. I wouldn't take that stuff seriously at all. Lake Charles in the building. Oh, yeah, the great Lake Charles. The great Lake Charles. Hold on 1 second. I'm about to sneeze. Excuse me. The great Lake Charles, Louisiana. 1 second. What's going on, man? Big Texas, what's up? What is going on with this? Oh, that's what the problem is. All right, give me 1 second. What's going on, Aisha? How you feeling, sister? Hope you're doing well. Ariana, good morning, good morning, good morning. So let's get into this, and here's this link. All UFC fans, man, y'all are more than welcome to jump on and click this link, okay? Because y'all are full of it, okay? Y'all are full of it. John Henry, what's up, man? How you feeling, man? Reminds me of the big name John Henry, that big weightlifter in the 1980s. Big, strong dude, man. Big, strong dude. Hope he's still alive, man. Hope he's still alive. I don't know if I heard something about John Henry passing. I don't know why. I hope I didn't. But anyway, man, what's up, John Henry? Good to hear. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. All right, so let's get into this, man. Yeah, I'm well, Aisha. I can't complain. I can't complain. Grinding, the month is up. We don't take days off here, but this is the last day of the month. It's my younger sister. It's my sister's birthday. So let me go ahead and remember to wish my sister a happy birthday. Happy Halloween to y'all today. Happy Halloween. I hope if you guys got kids, jump on out there and, do all you do with the kids. Let me send my sister a happy birthday. All right, so let's get into this, man. So Deontay Wilder, I was listening to an argument, and I have to say that I agree with this argument that I heard. Shout out to BFTB. That's why I rocks with BFTB. I don't have to agree with everything, just like he doesn't agree with everything I have to say, but sound logic really does go a long way. For all of you guys that are saying that Tyson Fury lost to Francis Ngannou, then I need for you guys to say that Tyson Fury lost to Deontay Wilder in the first fight as well. Because that fight went the exact same. Except for Deontay Wilder dropped him twice. The first, and Tyson Fury landed a lot fewer punches. I'm telling you, Tyson Fury is a fraud. He said John Henry, the weightlifter, died in 1984. 1994. He couldn't have died in 1984. Oh, maybe that is the John Henry. Yeah, maybe I'm thinking of a different guy. Yeah, that's a different guy. That's a different guy. I'm not thinking of him. John Henry. Yeah, it's John Henry. Oh, or is it Mark Henry? Is it Mark Henry or John Henry? Mark Henry. I'm thinking of Mark Henry. My bad. I'm thinking of Mark Henry. Yeah, I was thinking of Mark Henry. All right, John Henry. Yes, sir. Yeah, I was thinking of Mark Henry. Not John Henry, Mark Henry. Yeah, Mark Henry, the power lifter. Yeah, that's who I was thinking of. The guy that was about to beat up Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan, man, I'm telling you, man, them celebrities be so arrogant sometimes, man. They be so arrogant and run into the wrong person. And all of a sudden, it's a problem. As you realize you're only one person again. Yeah, Mark Henry was he was also an Olympic wrestler. I mean, an Olympic weightlifter. He was an Olympic power lifter. I do believe. How many Clubber Langs Fury got to beat to get y'all respect? I mean, a few more. But look, man, this is what I was listening to BFTV, man. I agree with this. Deontay Wilder, if you think that Tyson Fury beat that Francis Ngannou beat Tyson Fury, you got to think Deontay Wilder beat Tyson Fury in that first fight. You have to think it, man. Because I don't really know, because I didn't watch that fight. I don't think I'm going to watch it again. Even though I need to get a clip of Tyson Fury getting dropped. That is a very solid argument, man. That's a very solid argument. Not only that, they say that Tyson Fury, I love the way that he phrased it, where Ngannou, am I saying his name right? Ngannou won the fight because he knocked Tyson Fury down. But in Deontay Wilder's fight, Deontay won the fight. Tyson Fury won the fight because he got up. It said mental gymnastics to prop up Wilder. No, it's not. I'm being dead serious. This is not mental gymnastics. This is the exact same thing. The fight went about the same thing. He said, yeah, John Henry was the stealing driver man and the clothes designer. Thanks for research, my brother Fernando. Hey, thank you, John. Thank you, John Henry. Yeah, man. You know, I know the name, man. I know the name. You know what I mean? That's a name. That's a name to be respected. No, seriously. I don't think Tyson. First of all, I like that the call. I like the call with Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury being a draw. I don't think Tyson Fury was doing anything in that fight, man. I don't go for all those feints. Like, I know that feinting is part of boxing, but you don't score feinting. You don't score it. Yeah, so the sad part about it is that's what they cheated Deontay Wilder for. Yeah, to build up that clown. For Tyson Fury is just a stone cold cheater. Stone cold cheater. And honestly, man, I'm really happy. I'm happy that he lost his luster. Malik Scott said if Francis won, then Wilder won the first fight. I think that's a great argument. I think that is a great argument. Steel driving. John Henry says steel driving, man. Hand slip. No worries, man. That's okay. I was going to let it roll. I was going to let it go. Yeah, but John Henry, you talking about John Henry, you're talking about like the fabled John Henry that battled I thought he was a coal miner. I thought he took a pickaxe and beat a steam engine through a mountain and died after he did it. Terrible scenario. Fury went to hell. Fury went to hell and back. Yeah, that stuff. Yeah, he went to hell and back. He lost his luster with most us UK fans a long time ago, cherry picking bum after bum. His box rec stinks. Yeah, he only fights one guy, and then he'll go through a bunch of people that are stupid fights, mismatches and stuff. Yeah, dude, really, he lost a lot of luster, man. Rocco McBride, what's going on? What's going on? Cornelius Bennett, what's going on, sir? Hope you well, sir. Hope you well. Yeah, okay, I did that. They gave my daughter gave my sister, excuse me, not my daughter, my sister, the happy birthday, my little sister. Man, it's wild, man. You get older, man. All of our kids are about to be, what the heck? Oh, come on, man. What's up, Terry Rogers? I'm chilling, man. I'm chilling, man. All but boxing has become very political, in my opinion. American boxing, I'm a fan of American boxing. But yeah, when these guys point out corruption in boxing, the fact that, first of all, everything about that Fury fight was I'm driving for nine. Eavesdropping, but Shakur out here calling out young 3-0 studs from the TNT gym. Why you got to stop hating on Shakur Stevenson, man. Okay, you guys are going overboard on this Shakur. You guys don't give Shakur Stevenson the benefit of any doubt. Everything that he said, first of all, he can say whatever he wants to say. None of them dudes beating him. Who said Fury's a bum? T. Orlando. Who said Tyson Fury's a bum? Oh, I'll tell you who said Tyson Fury's a bum. Those other YouTube channels that had their nose up his backside when he beat Deontay Wilder. That's who's saying Tyson Fury's a bum. I'm not saying he's a bum. What's going on MFL Motivation Podcast? He's not a bum. He's a cheater. He's a cheater. He's a fraud. Those dudes fix fights for that dude. That's what he is. He's a dirty fighter. He's a dirty fighter and he's a fraud. But he's not a bum. He's a dirty fighter and a fraud. He is. And Ngannou exposed that. Without a doubt, he exposed that dude is a cheater and a fraud because he's out there cheating against an MMA guy by elbowing him in the side of the head. Yes, Tyson Fury is absolutely terrible. And he's a drug cheat. He's a drug cheat. And let me tell you, everything that Deontay Wilder accused him of, I have a suspicion is true. Because Tyson Fury had to fight him for the third time. Had to fight him, and he just turned around and did the same thing. But Tyson Fury tried to get out of that based off claiming defamation of character. And then they went to court. If he can't bully you, he's average. I'm telling you, he's a fraud, bro. I'm telling you, that dude is a fraud. And an American box, only bigger fraud than Tyson Fury are American boxing fans. You all are frauds. Please let me know what YouTube channel you have seen that was saying Tyson Fury is not a good boxer. Let me know who they were. Let me know when you heard somebody say before this fight took place that Tyson Fury does not know how to pull counter. He doesn't know how to pull counter. He doesn't know how to get off the line. He doesn't know how to parry. He doesn't know how to block shots. He's a bum. And the only thing that he ever really did was beat another bum named Deontay Wilder. I want to know who you ever heard say that before this fight. But after this fight, all pouring out their pie holes. When it's funny how everybody gets this incredible visibility, they become these experts on boxer skills in retrospect. It's amazing to me. He didn't win 3 times versus a draw. Look, man, the man is a cheater. All them shit should be thrown out. The man is a cheater. All them things should be thrown out. I don't give him credit for any of it because he's a cheater. Those gloves in that second fight were ridiculous. You cannot tell me you see knuckles through people's gloves. I'm still waiting on the explanation about how you can literally see the knuckles on his hands in the second. I can't look. The first fight, right? Have you ever seen his glove flopping around like that in any subsequent fights? Did you see his gloves like that? Have you seen that? He's fought like 4 times since then. 4 or 5 times since then. I have not seen his gloves do that not one more time. I have not seen his gloves do that more than one time. No, T. Orlando, I've got facts for you. I'm sorry if you want to hide your head in the pillow and act like they don't rig elections. They rig elections, bro. I guess you believe that JFK got shot 9 times through his body with 1 bullet. Warren Stevens said, "Hey, I made my bread on Fury. Much love, Fanon. Hey, man, congratulations, bro." You're talking about build his confidence when he got in there with loaded gloves. Yeah, you believe in the magic bullet. You believe in that magic bullet. That's the official explanation. The magic bullet. I believe in cheaters and crooks. I do. I believe the NBA Finals that they never let Michael Jordan get to a 7th game. I can tell you and I'm a big Chicago Bulls fan, obviously. I can tell you, oh, this is going 6. This is going 6. They didn't believe in game 7s, dog. They didn't believe in game 7s. Like, now we're going to make sure we get this out the way right now. But more importantly, they really could have won those games. The Bulls should have won some of those games in 5. Should have won some of them games in 4 because they played with the games that they lost. I don't believe it, bro. King of Kings, Fanon, every time you ask about his gloves, people start trolling you and personally attacking you. No worries here. They don't personally attack me. They're cowards. They don't personally attack me. They say that somewhere else. They don't say it here. It's a fact. You've never seen his gloves do that since. You've never seen it. If it was something he did all the time, then you would see it every fight. Wouldn't you? It's not happened since. I haven't seen his knuckles come through a glove since. So whatever. Akaflex says, salute. Hey, good morning, Fanon and chat. Sorry, I'm late. Shout out to the Blue Notes. What's the Blue Notes? Oh, you're talking about the cats with the wrenches. Look, man, if we're gonna call out corruption in boxing, we got to call it out all the time. Okay? Shakur Foster's fight was corrupt. The most corrupt fight that took place last weekend was the one in Mexico with Shakur Foster and Hernandez. That right there was a 100 complete setup. Them Saudis watch the gloves carefully. Well, good for them. Because Vegas, they don't. But they know, don't worry. They know you can't cheat in Vegas. The dirtiest fight, though, the most corrupt fight that took place this weekend was Shakur Foster. T. Ray, how can I help you?
Hey, brother.
Hey, how are you, sir?
I'm well. About yourself?
I can't complain, man. Life is good, man. Life is good.
Yeah. I like to hear that. We all need that these days and times. I just wanted to touch base with you and see what did you think about this. You made a good point when you said how Fury's gloves have not done the unthinkable since we saw that with Wilder. How about we haven't seen the immaculate power that he possessed against Wilder when he went from a pillow fist guy to the most unstoppable? Like they basically took the narrative of Wilder being the knockout artist, and then they allowed him to be the knockout artist.
Yeah, well, I think a lot of it wasn't necessarily like one punch power. It was laying on his body and grabbing him and choking him, and a lot of the things that he did to sap Deontay Wilder of his power. And I don't think you saw that. I do think we've seen that. But not like that they one big punch power. I agree I agree. Yeah, man, Tyson Fury, without a doubt, man. We know Tyson Fury is willing to cheat because Tyson Fury tested positive for a performance enhancing drug. And he got in the ring with tampered gloves against guy, I forget what his name is already, man. The guy who he fought right before, the guy he fought in a rematch.
Wallet.
No. It was right before. It was early in his career against before he fought Vladimir Klitschko, he fought a rematch against a guy. Give me 1 second.
Okay, and that was the guy that when the ref came over to him and he had that look on his face, right?
Yeah, and he looked at him like, man, he's like, what? Here, I'll go to it. Hold on 1 second.
Yeah, I can't think.
It was against Christian Hamer.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, against Christian Hamer. Yeah, man. It's several things, man. Yeah, the
Yeah,
man is a
but like
flat
I
out
said,
cheater, man.
where
He's a flat out cheater. Without a
you
doubt, that
can't,
man is a cheater.
no question, and the apologists are what killed me about it. You know, everybody that wants to make excuses for him, they're starting to go, they're starting to get smaller in number though, especially after what just happened this weekend. And I think, what do you think his legacy will be? Um, after it's all said and done.
Oh, he's going to be a cheater that got exposed by a UFC fighter. That's it.
Yep.
I'm telling you, he's absolutely the worst. You cannot. That is one of the worst heavyweight champions ever. He got beat up by a dude that was fresh off when this dude is talking about he's the baddest man and all of this stuff. He gets in the ring with a guy that had never been in a fight before and got dropped and had to cheat by throwing an elbow at him. That's going to be the man's legacy. That's what you get. That's what I'm telling you, man. God don't like ugly. And that is the phrase God don't like ugly is apropos right here. Because that is going to be the moment that sits with him. And if he doesn't fight Alexander Usyk next, and the bad thing is that people are just saying boxing's just a fraud. Boxing's a fraud. Boxing is fake. They're treating boxing like it's the WWE. And I hate to say this, but as it relates to Tyson Fury, they should. They should treat, as it relates to Tyson Fury, boxing is like the WWE, where you get the neck, you get the chokeholds, you get the grabbing behind the neck excessively, not every once in a while, continually. You get a guy that has been accused of doping somebody's water. I'm telling you, man, people after Tyson Fury retires, I would not doubt at all if there were not tell-all books, maybe 10 years from now, tell-all books about Tyson Fury. And Tyson Fury goes down like Fritzy Zivik and all of the different, like how they write these books about the dirty stuff that took place in boxing in the 1930s, 1940s, 1950s. I'm telling you, somebody's going to write a book about this dude and about the stuff that went on behind the scenes for his fights. This guy you have to take as a complete and utter fraud.
Yeah, his career should have an asterisk by it. Seriously, all his major fights, there were questions. It was circumstances behind them where he was able to win. Nothing was just a concrete victory. Nothing was without controversy.
Man,
So
the
to
one
me,
fight that the biggest win of the two biggest wins of his career are all surrounded with cheating.
yeah,
Vladimir Klitschko, he tested positive for performance-enhancing drugs in between the Christian Hamer fight and the fight with Vladimir Klitschko. And the British Boxing Board of Control actually, I think that fight might have been in Germany. Allowed that fight to continue. They allowed that fight to continue and go forward, and it wasn't publicized that he popped dirty until after the Klitschko fight.
yeah. And then also, wasn't he banned from fighting in the UK at that time? Or it was
That was
a
after
time.
after that. Even that is funny business. Because the reason that he started saying he was dealing with mental illness is because because UCAD was trying to test him. They were trying to test him. So when they came to his door to test him, they wouldn't let him in the house to test him, to get a second test, because he popped dirty. They went in there, or I think he popped dirty before the fight, but after the fight, they came to try to test him, and he wouldn't take the test. And so they refused to let the testers in his house, and then he left from there and went to the hospital. So just like he used the wild boar nuts excuse in order to get to justify him popping dirty before the Klitschko fight, which was later on dismissed because the guy who actually testified that he sold him the boar meat said it wasn't true, and that somebody had promised to pay him. Then after that, he winds up going to the hospital, going to the mental ward of a hospital, but he went to the mental ward of the hospital in order to, after he refused to take a performance-enhancing drug test in his house.
Yeah, Martin Carefoot. The whole
Yeah. Martin Carefoot is the guy that said did that, but I'm telling you, there's just so much shadiness around Tyson Fury that
let's not forget
has to be the man's legacy.
Let's not forget the whole COVID fake COVID
Fake
stuff he
COVID.
pulled in the third Wilder fight. To push it back so he could cycle off the stuff he was on then allegedly. It's just like I said, he's a joke. He's a fraud. He's got a skill set, but he is not what they advertise him to be. And they just needed him as the face of boxing and to get Wilder from being the champion. So I'm sure that it's beyond just him and his camp. This is a bigger situation than just that.
Yes, sir. I agree.
Yeah, that's pretty much that's what I had for today, man. I just wanted to see where your head was with that.
Man, I'm 100% with you, sir.
All right, man. You take it easy, man, and keep hitting them in the head.
All right, brother, for sure. Get back, Trey. Thanks for coming through. Where you from, Trey?
I'm from Beloit, Wisconsin, which is about 90 minutes from Milwaukee, 90 minutes from Chicago.
Okay, yeah, I can hear it in you. You definitely Midwest, man. All right, brother, I get back with you, sir.
All right, no problem.
Joe A, the death of UK boxing.
This guy. You know what? First of all, what's going on, Fanon? How you doing, bro? How you doing?
Man, I need to know what's happening with UK boxing, man. You guys have went from the top of the world to absolute. I don't know whether to congratulate your African side or feel sorry for your British side. Like, I don't know which one it is. Like, what should I do? Where am I with this?
Let's just continue speaking the truth and having the integrity that you do. That's all you gotta do, because that's what I'm about to do. Look, man, like when it comes to British boxing, there's no way it's sustainable for us to stay on top of the world for decades upon decades. That's just not gonna happen. We don't have enough.
Man, you ain't stayed on top of it for 5 minutes. Let alone
look, man. Don't start trying to find the roast here, okay? You ain't gonna roast me today, bro. Man, I'm just giving you the truth. I'm just gonna give you the truth.
Spectacular fashion, dog. But go ahead,
look, man. Listen, no. Here's the thing. Look, Fury, when he beat Wilder, I saw Fury beating Wilder. I knew that was gonna happen. When he figured out to put him on the back foot, smother his punches, maul him, blah 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 blah. We knew that was gonna happen, and he did a good job on him. Right, but then to your point, there was some cheating that happened. But here's my thing with Fury, and I've said this from a long time ago. Like I said, that when Fury comes back, he's gonna be a problem, but there's gonna be controversy around him because of the cheats the cheating that he was doing back in the day, right? So I was like, okay, let him come in, let him have his fight with Wilder, let him have his 2 fights with those farmer guys. I think it was.
I'm sorry, the bullshit is cutting off your transmission. Your transmission.
Is that
you're blocking? You're chopping up, brother. You're chopping up. I can't hear you, man. It's that UK. You got that. You got that UK. You got that Tony Blair phone. What's up, man? Hey, come back, brother. I'm sorry, man, but all of that BS got in the way of your transmission.
I'll call back. I'll have to call back.
Good now. You're good now. Sounds like you're good now. I guess you're not yet. Come back, bro. Come back. All right, yeah. Come back in a better deal, bro. Hey, man. Thank you to the one supporter of the channel today. Warren Steffens holding down the ship with $1.99. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you. Yeah, breaking up. Hey, David Wood said, good morning to the hottest channel smoking. Love you guys and gals. Hit that like button. What's up, brother? How you feeling, man? Oh, it was the Foster fight. Oh, because they had it in for him from the minute he got in that ring. The referee had it in for him, was warning him for stuff, consistently started warning him about holding and all kind of stuff in the beginning of the fight. Then the announcers had it in for him, Gabe Rosado and whatever old girl's name is, Claudia, what her name had, Trejo had it in for him, basically calling every round and every second of every round for the other guy. Then, also the ref at the end where Foster was damn near killing a dude and he still wouldn't stop the fight. The referee, the judge that gave every round to Hernandez. Everything, the fact that the fight had to be in Hernandez's hometown for O'Shaquie Foster's belt. That was the most corrupt fight I've seen in boxing in a long time. That was, that night. I can't say a long time. That night. Fanon, did you see the video of the OG Mexican from 18th Street saying he was working with the feds to stop Top Rank fixing fights? They need to. I'm telling you, man, y'all need to stop fixing fights so blatantly, man. The media is corrupt. The media is the worst. The media is the worst. You literally can know somebody's doing it right in their face and they will ridicule you for it. And UFC cats just jump. Oh, man. Nope, that was the best fight of the year. Was. Dude really was hitting Shock in the back of the head repeatedly. Hey, man, O'Shaquie Foster handled it like a champion. O'Shaquie Foster handled it like a champion. Definitely, man. I got so much respect for O'Shaquie Foster out of that fight, man. That's going down as one of my favorite fights I've seen. Because I knew going into it. Because you pay attention enough to boxing. You know that fight is rigged against him. Just like Regis Prograis, that fight's rigged against him in San Francisco. That shit is Eddie Hearn's doing the same thing in San Francisco to Regis Prograis. Oh, yeah, the ring was super small. Yeah, and the ring was super small, too. Small ring, hometown judges at the guy's hometown. Ref, the ref waved it off almost after only the dude literally had to take like 30 straight shots to the chin and be hanging off the ropes. The man turned his back and walked. He was getting hurt so bad, he turned around and walked away. And the ref just said, hey, stop, turn around. I'm surprised. Hey, I'm really surprised that the ref didn't punch O'Shaquie Foster. For real. I'm surprised the ref didn't punch O'Shaquie Foster. Hey, man, thank you for the $2 hollers. Hey, Nicole, thank you, sister. Hey, been the big $2 holler. Thank you, sister. Joe A, hold on one second before you speak, Joe A. Thank you, Nicole. No, thank you for your support. Thank you for the $2 holler. Thank y'all for keeping the channel going, really. Mr. Akaflex said, not here, not much. I'm here today. Love you. No, hey, no, it works, brother. Thank you for that support, brother. Appreciate you for the support immensely. And then Frequent Flyer said, wait, bully, bang, bang. Hey, Frequent Flyer finally fessing up. Devin Haney out here wait bullying people. All right, brother, what's up?
Yeah, man. Sorry, the phone was cutting out and stuff, but I'll try and make sure that I'm in the area where it don't cut up anymore. But what I was saying, yeah, I've always said that Fury's been a problem. He's been a cheat from day dot. When Joshua was fighting Klitschko, Fury was sitting in the crowd, and I pointed out Usyk, and I said that when Usyk comes into the heavyweight division, she goes, "Oh, he's not in the heavyweight. He's a cruiserweight." My wife loves boxing, right? I said, "Yeah, but he's coming. He's gonna be the one that's gonna disrupt everybody, right? He's gonna beat everyone." That's what I said from maybe like 6-7 years ago. Now, as it pertains to Tyson Fury is a great boxer, and yet he slights his legacy. One of the callers said, or you said that what his legacy is going to be. And I agree. I think his legacy is going to be, coming back from ballooning up. That's what they're going to market. Coming back from ballooning up, being an overweight alcoholic and drug taker. And they're going to use that to canvas over his drug cheating allegations. Because he got popped for cocaine. And was there another drug that he got popped for after Vladimir Klitschko? I know there was cocaine in his system. Nandrolone. See, look at that. So, so now when I think about all of that, then I think about, he says he's a lineal champion. I'm thinking, get the out of here, man. Like, you are not the lineal champ, bro. Right?
Hey, hold on one second. Kaiser
Yeah.
Sosa. You got to leave. Not you. I'm talking to Kaiser Sosa. Kaiser Sosa, you got to leave. Go, because, dude, if you don't know how people watch boxing, then what in the world are you sitting on this chat for?
Damn, the phone's cutting up, man.
I love boxing. Boxing is a great sport. It's a great sport. Thank you very much. It's a great sport. Terrific athletes. Historic sport. Been around forever and a day. It's a much better sport than UFC is. The sport. You got to. We just talking about one of these frauds. Y'all got some frauds over there too. Go ahead, man. I'm sorry.
Now, there's frauds everywhere in boxing, man. And boxing, even though we've had a great year in boxing, it does slight the sport with all of this cheating and judges, bad judging.
Absolutely,
like,
it does.
Like,
but let me.
What's that guy cheat?
Something for a second.
Yeah, man. Please go ahead, man.
What it really slights is UK boxing. Because
why'd you say that?
Boxing, because your champions keep faltering. Tyson Fury is a cheat. They got beat up by a Cameroonian amateur, and had to throw an elbow at his forearm, an elbow at his forehead, in order to keep from getting whooped.
Bro, listen. Fury is not British. Here we go. You had to do it.
That's what next. I'm on Dillian White after that.
Yeah, do Dillian White. I don't care about Dillian White.
I'm just telling you, Dillian White got knocked out by Alexander Povetkin, popped dirty like 3 times. How many times is Dillian White popped dirty? Didn't he just pop dirty again?
Yeah, he popped dirty. He's done.
Just recently, right?
Yeah, he popped dirty. And
so look, he popped dirty since his last fight.
Okay.
Tyson Fury's popped dirty and got beat. He got popped dirty, got caught cheating.
Okay.
The person that helped him cheat. Dude, who else you got? You left with Frank Bruno. You left Anthony Joshua got beat up by a cruiserweight, and got beat up by a cruiserweight and who else? And Andy Ruiz. The first time he stepped out of the UK, he got knocked out.
And you consider that to be British boxing? You consider that to be British boxing? Okay, but they don't represent British boxing. They don't represent the whole British. Of course not. They're the face. They're the most common face, but they don't represent the whole British boxing. Look at Josh Warrington, Lee Wood. Look at Sonny Edwards. Yeah.
Let's talk about them. Yeah,
Josh Taylor.
Let's talk about them bums that get championship shots.
This dude, what do you mean bums? Nah, brother, I'm not having this. I'm not having this.
Finish my sentence. Don't cut me off.
Say your piece.
How many times does Josh Warrington gotta lose a championship shot before he stops getting them? How many championship shots has he had? Like 90? Every time he loses, boom, there's another championship shot for him. Leigh Wood gets knocked out. Boom, he's right back in there fighting for a championship. What's his name? What's that man's name?
Great promotional team.
Mick Conlon. Sorry as the day is long. Multiple championship shots. He'll be back fighting for the 126-pound championship.
Great promotional team. Not many people in the 126 league.
Great.
Not many fighters up there.
They are something. That was going on.
It's like women boxing. What's going on in the UK is the epitome of boxing corruption. It is the epicenter of boxing corruption. You're throwing anything. You're throwing anything. I'm not having it. And I'm not gonna be the one that's getting the flack for all of these guys. Look, pound for pound, American boxers, they've popped just surely because there's more of them, right? Surely there's more of them, right?
Pound for pound, American fighters.
Boxers have been, you've been popping dirt. Let's go down that.
Your desperation.
Oh, come on, man.
Is messing up the what is it called? I keep calling transmission. It's messing up your signal, dog.
I'm not messing with you today, bro.
Listen,
I am not coming here to get dragged into deep water with you again. Go on, you can read your super chat, man, and then I'm gonna get to what I was saying, man.
Hey, let me give me 2 seconds. Let me do 2 things. Boxing is a joke because not one boxer doesn't want to fight the best in each weight class. Threes dudes, man, stop it, dog. You talking crazy, man. We just got the best fighting the best in multiple divisions. I'm telling you, it's UK boxing's the problem. Oh, Big Dog Willie, winning team said Bill Captain America Haney was on a roll yesterday. I counted 25 caps in 8 minutes, and Bill doubled down on all of them, then avoided real questions. Who was asking Bill Haney real questions? Hey, thank you, Big Dog Willie. Hey, Ray Davis in the building. He said, don't forget Chris Nassim Ahmed. I'm telling you, man, first of all, the corruption of UK boxing is them always trying to hog them damn belts and play games with them damn belts. Just like Anthony Joshua wouldn't fight Deontay Wilder. Tyson Fury comes over here and cheats Deontay Wilder out of his with his loaded gloves.
He beats the brakes off of him. He beat the brakes off of Wilder.
With his chokeholds.
He beat the brakes off of him. Beat the brakes. Left him all dangling legs everywhere.
Yeah. What happened? Yeah. What happened?
It's boxing.
Oh, sorry, brother. Just like Antonio Margarito beat the brakes off of Cotto. And then all of a sudden, somebody called him out.
Oh, hey, that's exaggerating now. He never had plaster of Paris in his boxing gloves, bro.
I'll let you talk in a second.
You're not fair, though. You're not fair, man. You're not playing fair, bro. You're not playing fair. Go ahead, man. You're not playing fair today.
First of all, just like Antonio Margarito was out there beating the brakes off people. Once they found them gloves, all of a sudden he wasn't beating the brakes off nobody anymore. All of a sudden, let me finish. All of a sudden, them punches wasn't landing like them punches were supposed to be landing. And then, how in the world are you one of the greatest heavyweights of all time? How is he one of the greatest heavyweights of all time? And you get beat up by a Cameroonian amateur as soon as they say you can't play with your gloves. And as soon as he fights somebody that he can't chokehold and grab and lay on top of, most of his win against Deontay Wilder came with him grabbing and mauling and laying on the top of the man because he outweighed the man by 60 pounds. It's a known drug cheat, tested positive for cocaine and nandrolone, has been caught in the ring with tampered gloves before. And then he gets in there with somebody the same size as him, 275 pounds, 275 pounds of muscle, and you can't grab him. You can't pull his head down. You can, and even then he elbowed him in the cheek. Did you see that disgusting elbow?
Yeah, man, it was bad, bro. Like that's what I'm saying.
That's what he did to Wilder. He did the same stuff to Wilder. The same stuff. The only difference is they didn't give a damn. If they didn't give a damn in Las Vegas about his cheating ass gloves, so they could get his ass and tell that bullshit ass story about how he overcame this and overcame all of that. Man, BS. That man is a drug cheat, and he took 2 years off for a drug suspension. Is what happened. He had a drug suspension, and then he called it retroactive. They called it retroactive, and then they even kept the win on his record. They kept the win on his record. Even though he popped dirty in the fight against Christian Hamer, they didn't even change that to a no contest. They kept the win on his record. That is one of the dirtiest. That is seriously, that dude is going to go down in history as one of the dirtiest, most illegitimate champions ever. And then they're going to talk about him robbing. This is how you blatantly rob, according to other people. Blatantly rob a Cameroonian amateur.
See, you can't. See, here's the thing. It's one thing blaming the boxer, but you also got to blame the guys who are judging. No,
I got to blame the boxer. That's his legacy. It's him. He cheated. Yeah. He threw an elbow to the. Yeah, he threw an elbow. No. First of all, he took a legitimate fight for his record. When he held,
everybody saw that. Everybody saw that. You got to blame. You got to blame WBC for even sanctioning the fight.
No, I'm blaming him. I don't got
everybody's culpable. Everybody's culpable. Everyone's culpable here. And I'm not even defending the guy. Like, I don't like the guy. No, I'm not. You want me to though, but I'm not. Like, I'm like, I've always said this guy's too loud. He makes up too many excuses, and we know your real story. And don't try and canvas it with loud lies. This lineal champ talk, I can't stand it. I've always said Joshua batters him, and because he's tailor-made for him, he won't be able to do those things what he did to Dillian White or to Wilder, to Joshua. To bigger fighters, he's a pro. He faces big issues. Big fighters with some technical ability and with rough housery, he ain't doing what he normally does. Wilder, we know Wilder is phenomenal. He's a God's gift. He's an anomaly. Let's put him to the side, though. Anybody else that
let's
he's
not put his ass to the side. Let's put him right there and throw your boy Anthony Joshua in there, so Anthony Joshua's big ass can get laid flat out. But he won't even.
That ain't happening.
That
ain't happening, bro. That's not happening, bro. You know look. Joshua will batter Wilder. He's gonna batter Wilder, bruv. He's gonna batter Wilder. But Fury, he beats Fury. I told you from before. Joshua's gonna beat Fury. I'm telling you this right now. And then the main reason why I came on today was this. I wanted to just have a civil conversation with you, bro. Let me hurry up and get this out so I can get off the line, bro. Yeah. let me just quickly get this out, bro. Come on. Look.
Hey, I'm messing with you, bro. You know I'm messing with you.
I know. It's all love, man. It's all love.
Hey,
I know you are, bro.
Didn't Fury dip his hands and antifreeze? Man, even man flat out there told you. Dude, Tyson Fury's so bold with his cheating that he literally telling you he's about to do some damn bare knuckle because there ain't gonna be no padding in his gloves. Come on, man. The cheating with the gloves, man, is a glove cheating epidemic going on in boxing, and they won't do anything about it. This clown over here, Cheddarhead, said, "Ha, boxing is dead." Dude, let me tell you what happened. Francis Ngannou is, how do you say it?
Ngannou, yeah.
Yeah. Ngannou. Francis Ngannou left MMA, you clown.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? He left MMA because MMA is playing slave wages. All right, so going over there to those MMA guys want. You keep talking about MMA boxing being dead. MMA fighters want out of MMA. Duh. Hey, you don't hear a bunch of boxers talking about let me go to MMA, do you?
No,
not
at all, man.
You hear MMA fighters talking about let me get up out of this. They want out of the sport. So how in the world is boxing dead when there's more and more MMA fighters coming over to boxing? You don't see boxers going into MMA unless it's a female fighter, and they don't. And that's the one thing that raggedy ass country the UK did is get the women's boxing. And even then they're crooked, robbing Amanda Serrano in broad daylight. But go ahead, man.
Nah, man. Hey, listen, I'm not biting those folks, bro. Listen, all I wanted to do was just come on here and say the question I have for you, Fanon, is it's about training methods, and it kind of leads into Terence Crawford Spence. And basically, you know, they speak about Terence Crawford and his wrestling style. You know, he's very strong, and we saw how
Terence Crawford.
But yeah, they talk about it. Yeah, but without going down that whole rabbit hole, there's just a theme that I'm coming with, like this training method of, you know, grappling. Now, do you foresee boxers taking that more seriously now, given the fact that you can see guys like Fury trying to move fighters? There's a whole bunch of fighters out there that moves other fighters based on the grappling, you know, and so say ahead.
Go ahead, I'm listening.
Man, you're taking you know what it is. You and Terry Smoot have been probably sitting down figuring out how to troll properly. How could I be a more effective troll online?
I ain't about to troll. You an honest answer. I'm gonna give you. What's the name of that African? What's the name of that dude? David Adelaide? Is that his name?
David Adelaide from where?
From the UK. The Adelaide. You know, David Adelaide. You don't know your UK heavyweight.
Yeah. I know you're talking about
Fabio Warley. He just got his ass whooped by Fabio Warley.
Come on, man. Listen, man.
Did you see all that cheating that dude was doing? Did you see all that cheating he was doing in that fight?
This is the thing. You see, when we say cheating, right?
Yeah.
This is part of boxing. No, it's part of boxing. Otherwise, why isn't the referees? Why isn't the judge reprimanding these guys?
Why do you keep saying that? Guess what? Traveling is part of basketball.
I'll be honest.
Traveling, moving,
if you're boxing,
moving kicks are part of basketball.
Fenon, if you're a boxer and you're
hold on, let me finish. There are illegal moves in every sport. That's why fouls are part of basketball. And fouls are, you can't justify it by saying that other people do it. Okay?
Of course not.
Murder is part of society. Well, I know they murdered the person, but murders happen. So let's just excuse it.
I mean that's extreme, but I understand what you're saying though. But that's an extreme example. I'm saying is if you are a boxer right now and you know that you can guillotine chokehold somebody and the referees they're not doing anything about it, you're gonna not everybody can do it effectively. Not everybody can do it effectively.
Not everybody is allowed to do that. Not everybody is allowed to do that. If Andy Ruiz starts doing that to Anthony Joshua, they are going to break that shit up and warn his ass.
Bro, I mean, come on, man. You saw Carlos Takam. Carlos Takam.
Let me finish. The reason,
man, you ain't even letting me say my piece, bro.
The reason
you ain't letting me say my piece no more.
The reason I promise I will. Right after I say this. The reason Tyson Fury is able to get away with the cheating that he does is because it is backed up and sanctioned by UK boxing. UK boxing fans.
Fucking good. Hey, listen, man. All I'm saying is the judges and the referees, they really need to be looked at because they shouldn't be allowed. They shouldn't be allowed. Yeah, they should at least. Well, the referees really need to be looked at, man. And the training methods of these boxers, I do think will change because of what we've been seeing around these wrestling tactics. I think boxing is going to change. Seeing Ngannou doing what he did, I mean, you're going to want to bring in an MMA guy now into the camp to train. Yes, to train those inside, those grappling, those shifting, those movements. You're going to do that. You're going to want to do that. If you find somebody who doesn't like a counter puncher, who doesn't like to go on the inside, you're going to be grabbing the shit out of him.
They do not let 99 out of 100 boxers get away with the shit Tyson Fury gets away with.
I think that's a narrative. That's a narrative that you're playing out.
You see the old Shakur Foster fight? Fight?
Yeah, I saw that fight. That was a dirty fight.
As soon as old Shakur Foster grabbed that dude one time, that ref was warning him. One time. He grabbed him one time. Back up.
It happens. It happens. Like, look at what's his name? Bayliss and Mayweather. The same thing with Ricky Hatton, but it happens. It does happen. But there's fights where people do this and get away with it. Not just Fury. Fury is fraudulent. Yes, Fury is a problem for the sport of boxing, in my opinion. He needs to move on, fight the real fights, get out of boxing after that. Canelo, also a problem. I don't like him. Yeah. Bud Crawford, also a problem. There has to be better refereeing. You can't elbow someone like that and not get reprimanded. That was the reason why I was coming on. And that's the reason why I also mentioned about wrestling. Are they going to change up their training tactics amongst boxers? That's what I've got to say, bro. And I'm out, man. And I love talking to you. Go ahead.
Dog. I was trolling.
I know you're trolling. You and Terry Smoot. You and Terry Smoot, man. Anyway, I'm out of here, man.
Y'all better sit on that L. Sit on that L, dog. Sit on that L. Sit on that L.
Like Wilder did, isn't it? Mm-hmm. You don't even have anybody in heavyweight boxing.
No,
you got nobody. Nobody. You have no one.
Wilder has
he got beat so bad he's now releasing albums, bro. He got beat so bad he changed and pivoted to rap.
Guys are cheating. just like Miguel Cotto, Miguel Cotto got beat real bad from Antonio Margarito.
And it happened in America. And it happened in America.
Watch this. Yeah. As soon as
happened in America.
As soon as Antonio Margarito got busted, people were like, "Oh, that happened with Miguel Cotto." People are looking at cheating ass, sorry ass Tyson Fury with all them cheating ass shit he couldn't even get away with because against a Cameroonian amateur that was the same size as him, and they're like, oh, okay, he's a cheater. We get it. What an embarrassment.
It was a cheat, man. But I don't think Fury lost the fight though.
I would take Deontay Wilder going. Let me tell you, that is the worst loss in the heavyweight division history.
For boxing, yeah, for sure.
It's the worst. It's the worst win in the history of the heavyweight dog. And ain't no way in the world you cannot take all the credit from Tyson Fury after seeing that. After seeing that man try to pull, when he got in trouble, he cheated. He showed his tendency in that little microcosm, that one moment where he was getting pumped up by that Cameroonian amateur, that he resorted to cheating. So when he got beat up, when he got hit by Deontay Wilder and laid out in the 12th round, where an American referee decided to take the history of the sport in his own hand for the good of white boxing.
The sensationalism.
We all know what wound up being the case. Okay, Tyson Fury then went into that second fight ready to cheat in every way, shape, form, and fashion possible. And the state of Nevada and the people involved allowed him to do it because they got their great white hope and they were happy about it. Okay,
I think that's part of the issue. That's part of the problem.
And he winds up humiliating UK boxing by trying to cheat a Cameroonian amateur.
You see,
let me tell you, that is like an NBA basketball player needing to elbow a high school player in the mouth to try to win it one-on-one. Like, you're that sorry that you are going to elbow, you are paying, this is a high school All-American, you are a five-time NBA, you are a five-time NBA All-Star. You know what though,
I hear you. I hear you.
Let me finish. I gotta let me finish and I'm on a roll. You are an NBA basketball player. You say that you are one of the greatest basketball players of all time, and you're playing a high school senior, and you're down and you get dunked on. You get dunked on. He's hitting threes in your mouth, talking shit to you, dancing over you, and you proceed to elbow him in his mouth.
Hey, man.
You proceed to elbow that kid in his mouth. You're
talking like that's the first time. That's the first time you've seen dirty people. Look at Vander Holyfield. Look at Vander Holyfield.
Fighting who? Who did he do it against?
God! Oh my God! Listen, bro.
Who did Evander Holyfield do it against? Evander Holyfield did it against former world champions and professional boxers. He didn't do it to a kid jumping out of the amateurs. He didn't run into. Hey, know what he didn't do? He didn't try to say, "Pay me $50 million for a glorified golden gloves match," and then proceed to fighting and elbowing a teenager.
So it's okay. So it's okay now, right? It's okay for one to do it and not the other. You just debunked your own argument. You just debunked your own argument there as well. But I'm not messing with you no more, man. You know, I got mad love for you and the chat, man. I'm gonna jump off. I need to go and speak to this company real quick.
All right,
I'm listening on the background, man. I appreciate you, man.
That's a lot of fun, bro. I had a blast. Thank you, Joe. Hey, seriously, man. Thank you for letting me kick you while you're down, bro. Hey, Shin C said, what happened to Fury's power he had in the Wilder fights? Ain't been able to bust a grape since Wilder fight, or since he hit. No, he hit Dillian White, who doesn't have a chin anyway, hard, and then threw him to the ground. Yes, he has. Remember when he hit Dillian White? Remember when he hit Dillian White, wobbled Dillian White, and then did a forehand shove and threw him to the ground, and they called it a knockout? He had power then, bro. He had power then. Man, y'all are hilarious. Man, thank you, Joe A. Seriously, that was funny, man. He said, cave the banner between you two, Fanon. Oh, love the banner between the two. Yeah, that's funny, man. Dog, and that's one of my favorite dudes, man. I rocks with Joe A, bro. Travis Brusso said, Fanon, do you always get upset when your guy loses? Crawford. No, I do not. I do not get upset. Who was my guy that lost? Who's my guy that lost? I don't get mad when anybody loses. I get mad when people cheat. Hey, Snowflake said, why didn't you mention the ref that was yelling in Fury's face to wake him up with a slow-ass 15-second and 8 count? I did. Hey, Travis Bruce, yeah, that's what you saying. You ain't bust my ball. What are you talking about? You ain't, man, no, leave your, hey, dog, please, Travis Bruce, I got to put you on timeout. We don't do any testicle talk on this channel. Okay? No testicle talk on this channel, brother. We don't do it. Spence Jr., what? I didn't get mad. What I was going to get mad about is boxing, man. People lose all the time. I knew he could have lose. I knew he had a chance to lose. I said it 1,000 times. How many times I got to say that? People that say that I was wrong about that fight, you're wrong. I was right about the fight. That fight was exactly what I said it was. Terrence Crawford has a chance to win that fight for sure. I can definitely see him winning the fight. I lean towards zero, but I lean towards zero, but I can definitely know Terrence Crawford has the ability to win that fight. So I'm still waiting for y'all to explain to me what I should be mad about when I was right. Well, you didn't pick this guy or that guy. You don't get to choose what I say and the way that I think. Partner. Hey, Mr. Pragmatic said, hey, I can't watch today, but I can still say, hey, Mr. Pragmatic, thank you, brother. Appreciate you for that huge support, bro. Thank you, sir. Mr. Pragmatic Candy, man, that's a supporter right there. Thank you, brother. Here's this link, though. We don't do any talk about people's testicles on this channel, bro. Picking and rooting for are two different things. Yeah, I mean, look, dude. I knew the man could win the fight. Anybody that talked to me in person or talked to me privately, everybody tried to bet me. Dude, I kept my money in my pockets, man. I know Terrence Crawford's a great fighter. Who doesn't? You should know that. It's very obvious that he is. I don't have a problem with Terrence Crawford being in the situation that Terrence Crawford's in. I don't. Joe A said, Fury is still a WBC champion. His legacy will show he beat the best U.S. heavyweight in 10 and beat him arguably 3 times. We don't do the arguable stuff. Third fight with Wilder was schooled badly. He schooled badly while he got his fat steroid-induced ass up off the ground. The steroids got him up. The steroids got him up. The steroids got him up. People want you to pick a side. You can't be a fan of a match as a whole. Look, here's my thing. Hey, Joe, hey, thank you, brother, for that support, man. For real. Thank you. Appreciate you, man. Nah, bro. That fight's already, the fix is in, bro. You want to talk? I'll predict fights where the fixes are in. The fix is in on that fight with Regis Prograis and Devin Haney. The fix is in. It's a UK promoter. The fix is in over there, bro. Regis Prograis needs a knockout to get a draw in that fight. Why are you fighting in San Francisco? You're trying to grow the fan base of Devin Haney and is close to his hometown. Very clearly. You're stacking the crowd against Regis Prograis. Just like the crowd was stacked on a DAZN card against O'Shaquie Foster. Trying to bring in Hernandez and try to get Hernandez to be a champion. And then they can sell Hernandez. You know, like they sell Bam. Come on, we know the deal. Regis Prograis is not a big draw. Devin Haney is a bigger one. And Devin Haney's got more buzz behind his name. No, it's not crazy. I'm telling you the fight. I'm telling you a fact. Oh, the third fight, the referee took 13 seconds again and still couldn't finish a 10 count for Fury being knocked out. Hey, man, Derek Choice, you need to stop doing what you do, which is hating on me, saying something that you know is stupid at the same time. You need to stop thinking and saying something stupid at the same time. I praise Crawford and hate on him in the same breath. Where did I hate on him? Derek Choice, I challenge ye. When did I hate on Terrence Crawford? Look, man, you can say somebody, look, let me tell you something, man. I think Candace, what's that girl's name? Candace, what's her name? Candace Owens. I think Candace Owens is I think she's a pretty woman. She's a fucking idiot at the same time. Okay? I think little midget is a pretty bright guy, but he's also a sellout and self-hating at the same time. He's also fake as a $3 bill. he's also fake as a $3 bill at the same time. You praise him, then call him a glove cheat. I didn't call him a glove cheat. I said his gloves busted because that's a fact. No, Candace Owens, I think Candace Owens is pretty. I think she's pretty. She just needs to stop trying to look like a white girl, and she'd look a lot better. Just get in the sun, get everything, get nice and black, wear your hair the way your hair is supposed to be, and shut your mouth. And she'll be very, very pretty, man. Very, very pretty. I think Candace Owens is very, very pretty. You know, different types of pretty, but she's pretty. She definitely is Chicago pretty. Yeah, just stop talking about that stuff. You know what I mean? But she's a bright lady. I think she's Candace Parker. Yeah, Candace Parker is just, too big. I mean, it is. I don't know whether she hates it or not. I'm just using her as an example. You hate what I see. What you're really doing, Derek Choice, is this. You like one thing that I say, and you hate the other thing you hate something else that I'm saying. You're describing your own emotion. You say, oh, that's giving him props. Props for what you're saying, Martin. Props for what you're saying. Oh, this thing, I hate what you're saying. That's what you're doing. You're liking something that I'm saying, then you're hating something that I'm saying. And then you're categorizing what I'm doing as hate. No, child. And I don't mean to talk down to you, but look, you have to separate your own internal feelings from the intentions of other people. I'm just telling you what I see. The man's gloves blew up in the middle of a ring. What do you call that? If somebody is fighting in a boxing ring and your gloves blow up and there's padding coming out all over the place, and they let you continue to fight, what do you call that? Am I supposed to act like it didn't happen? Am I supposed to act like it didn't happen? Huh? What do you think I should do? Say, oh, no, that never happened? That would be good, because that wouldn't be hating. You wouldn't say something that I hate if you just wouldn't talk about it, or you say, dog, his gloves blew up in a ring, bro. He said, that's the gym right there. He's projecting his emotions onto you. He is. I'm telling you, man, I've been paying attention to first of all, I've been paying very close attention to criticism. That's part of why I'll be snapping on people, because I really do. Derek, come on, man. Shame on you, Derek. Dog, you got to come into the real world, bro. You got to stop hating. You got to stop hating, bro, on the truth. Those gloves were illegal. And you know they are. Okay? They signed off on Antonio Margarito's hand wraps. They were still illegal. You got to stop hating, bro. For now, don't blame the robber. Blame the police for not catching him. You can't shoot the police. I don't listen. I'm sorry, I don't listen to Bill Haney interviews, man. I can't do it. I can't stomach it long enough. Because seriously, man, it's him and Eddie Hearn. I can't do it. I mean, they caught him and exposed it on YouTube. Even his training mate caught and exposed Fury. Yeah, exactly. Derek. No, there's two different ways to spell the name Derek. Yeah, I'm sorry. You guys have to tell me what they say because I already know what they're going to say. I already know what they're going to say. Bill's a smart guy while Yo's so hard on him. He's a promoter. I mean, he's saying what he's supposed to say. I don't take any of it seriously, man. Unless they tell me, unless he says gives a fight date or something. If he gives a fight date, then I'll take the fight date seriously. No, you can spell it Derrick. You can spell Derek the other. Derek. Are you being serious? Derek James spells his name Derrick. That's how Derek James spells his name. That's the Negro spelling Derek. You giving the Negro national anthem spelling. Every time you say Derek, okay. He's trolling. Oh, okay, thank you. Because I'm about to say, man, you giving me the Negro national anthem spelling of that mug, which is a legit spelling. Here's a link though, man. Y'all jump on the channel, support the channel by supporting the Super Chat Cash App, or clicking the link and chopping it up with me, or hitting the like button, man. Greatly appreciate it, man, if you can. Oh, okay, that's fine. Snowflake, you know better than me, brother. You know better than me. I will go with what you're saying if you've done the research, because I don't know. I don't know. I just know I've seen it spelled Derrick. But I'm telling you, I tell people that it's Demetrius Andrade, and people get hot. It's Andrade. So it is what it is, man. People's names are what people's names are, man. I want to know why y'all always bringing up that man around me, bro. Stop bringing up Terrence Crawford if you don't want me to say something that you don't like, man. He said it's my name, I know. Okay, well, you get it. You win, Snowflake the boss, because it's not my name and I don't know. It's not my name and I don't know. So let me be dead serious with you on that. It's my name and I don't know. So it's not for me to say. I'm trying hard not to remember what Derek James did for the rest of the year. What are you talking about? Man, y'all just got to stop. Yeah, y'all hate, man. No joke, bro. Derek James going into our Hall of Fame, partner. And y'all can like it. Hey, man, what's going on, Mr. Boxley? He said supporting best. Wilder was right. Yes, sir. Bomb Squad. Shout out to Expensive Paper. What's up, Expensive Paper? What's up, Expensive Paper? I haven't seen Expensive Paper in a while, man. Y'all see Expensive Paper? Tell Expensive Paper I said what's up. Mr. Jones said, hey, do you think Fury's career is over? Nah, bro. Nah, his career's not over. He's still got a championship belt. So nah, his career's not over, brother. Thank you, man. Appreciate you, Mr. Jones. Nah, his career's not over. His name's not over. His name's not different. I mean, his career's not over. Hey, I don't know, man. I ain't seen Stone Alone in a while, man. You know what it is, man. A lot of stuff is because boxing's really not bumping right now. Said his brother grew up watching Benny Hill on the BBC. Hey, man, I grew up watching Benny Hill too. Benny Hill was funny, man. That's the best thing to ever come out of the UK, because they used to show you women's cleavage on TV. And I remember in grade school, in like junior high, this teacher jumped up and told a bold-faced lie about Benny Hill dying because he was a pervert or something. Dude, and man, you remember in like the 1980s and I don't know about 1990s because I was in college in the 1990s. But dog, in the 1980s and 1970s and 1980s, man, schools would straight up lie to you. Like unadulterated. No, they know full well they just lying to make you a good citizen. Just lie, dog. They would just lie. Yeah, that was like uncensored TV back then. Yeah, man. Side dude Mirror Can say, can somebody explain why Thurman has not retired? That second big payday is not coming. It is what it is. Look, man, it's because Keith Thurman can do what Keith Thurman want to do. Keith Thurman, a millionaire, dog. He comes from a generation that can fight, but a lot of them are jerks. That whole generation of welterweights are suspect, bro. He said, I graduated in 2012 and schools still lie. Yeah, they straight up lie. Just bold-faced lies. Dog, ABC be lying. Man, y'all be lying, trying to make sure, acting like people winning wars, acting like wars ain't wars, acting like things that are wars ain't wars, or things that aren't war are wars, and acting like they winning shit where they getting their ass whooped. You know, I don't believe Ukraine is doing anything but getting their ass whooped, is what I think. And I'm telling you right now, that stuff going on in Israel ain't no war. It's called a slaughter. And they ain't looking for nothing. They ain't trying to free anybody's hostages. Back in when I was a kid, when you were trying to free hostage, you would negotiate and try to get the hostage back. You don't bomb everybody in the place trying to get hostages back, and you don't even know where they are. Okay? Oh, we're just going to bomb everywhere where the people are that are holding them. But we're trying to get them. Hold on. If you're bombing everywhere that Hamas is, and Hamas has the hostages, how is it that you're trying to get the hostages back when you're bombing wherever they are? They could have been in that hospital. They could have been in that school. They could have been in that. They could have been any and everywhere of those places that you were trying to get them from. You know what I mean? But anyway. He said, man, ain't no way they losing, dog. They are whooping them boys' asses, and they keeping the money pouring, bro. And they just keeping the money pro. He said, be careful, YouTube attacks channels that expose facts on that situation. I'm only mentioning it briefly. Don't worry, I'm not full-time with it. I'm not full-time with it. I'm all right. I'm not full-time on it. I'm not spreading misinformation. You know what that is. Right side of a war depends on the side. Yeah. Oh, he said we're getting them back. They didn't say it'll be in one piece. Oh, okay. Fair enough, King of Kings. Fair enough. Give me 1 second, man. Yes, I did. Yes, sir, I did. Hold on 1 second. I got to do something, man. Oh. Give me 1 second. Here's this link, though. Anyway, I have to go like the video and all. Hey, thank you, brother. Thank you, side dude. Yeah, double zeros, I do. In boxing, and Deontay Wilder's gonna have to come save boxing. Because Deontay Wilder ain't got to cheat to win. Man, please. The baby legs, man. Come on, man. Y'all just, man, the baby legs. I'm sure they're, what is this? Israel, what's his name? His legs don't look to be the biggest in the world. Israel, what's his name? I mean, I would stay away from that big boy. I ain't gonna lie. Oh, yeah. I would stay away from Francis Ngannou. I really would. That dude is them big man and big old man. That big old African will hurt you, man. No joke. That big old African will hurt you. That's like wrestling in Dominic and Sue. Not playing with man. God dog, look how fat and nasty Tyson Fury is, man. That's crazy. Tyson Fury is just a shame on Tyson Fury, bro. Hold on one second. Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. Man, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I rocks with Deontay Wilder, dog. I like Deontay Wilder. I will always speak positively about Deontay Wilder. Because he's a legitimate dude, man. And your boy Tyson Fury is fake, and y'all know it. And I'm very happy. But y'all think Francis Ngannou better fight that dude in an octagon, bro. You better do it. And it's only fair. It would be only fair if he did it. Because I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to make more money than God if that fight takes place. I'm gambling on that one. Give me 1 second. All right. Sorry about that. Aaron Muhammad said, Fanon, I love this brother comes from the UK. He brings back memories of Benny Hill slapping that poor old dude in the back of the head. Yeah, man. Dog, Benny Hill used to be hilarious, man. Benny Hill was the best, man. I rock with Benny Hill, man. Rest in peace to Benny Hill, man. Rest in peace. Rest in peace to Benny Hill. Cool dude, man, Benny Hill. Hey, man, Terrell, thank you. Said one more time, Fear is trash. 2024, Wilder versus Francis. Let's make it happen, bro. Let's make it happen. Thank you for the $20 holler, brother. Thank y'all for the people that support in the chat. For real, for real, for real. Thank you, guys. Click this link, though, man. I'm waiting for another debate, man. Joe, hey, you stole the show. What's going on, Love Down Gaither? Chilling, man. You know what it is. Trying to avoid this Devin Haney fan. You know damn well Vegas won't let you bet on Fury versus Ngannou in an MMA fight. No, I'm talking about I'm going to bet money. I'm going to make a ton of money on Ngannou fighting Deontay Wilder in the ring. I'm going to take that belt, dog. I'm going to put 1,000 on that. They're going to give me good odds. And I'm going to put 1,000 on it. I'm okay losing $1,000, bro. I'm going to use it. Hey, I'm telling you right now, everybody invest in this super chat. I'm going to put that money. I'm telling you, man, I'm going to write it down. Y'all put y'all money, super chat me, and I'm going to give you your money back and a little bit on it. Okay? Because I promise you, I'm going to find a UK dummy. I'm going to find a UFC dummy that is going to get brave and think that Francis Ngannou is going to beat Deontay Wilder. Because these guys are morons, bro. And they ain't no way in the world. Man, please. They're going to literally put their money up off of a loss to Tyson Fury that he's going to beat Deontay Wilder. And Deontay Wilder's going to land something so nasty on that man's chin. He's going to land something so nasty on his chin. Woo! Man, when that bomb goes off on the side of that man's head, all he has is a right hand. All he has is a right hand. I can hear it now. I can hear it now. All he has is a right hand. That's all he does is land the right hand. Oh. Give me 1 second. Man, bro. So glad this month is over, man. It's been a great, man, this has been such a great year of boxing. I think that it may have been my favorite fight this year. I think that may have been my favorite fight this year. I don't think I was so happy watching Tyson Fury humiliate himself, bro, that I feel bad. And I feel like maybe I'm regressing as a human being. Like, it's very few. Usually I have a lot of sympathy for people that lose fights or people, because he didn't lose the fight. Obviously, he didn't lose the fight, but God dog it, he lost that fight. Man, you a sixth grader talking smack to a kindergartner and had that kindergartner put you on your ass, and then you literally got to resort to biting them. You know what I mean? And you got to resort to biting them. Dog, you looking like a whole hoe. And right after that, that's when everybody starts whooping them. This dog right now, cats is, I'm telling you, they licking their chops. They licking their chops at your boy. What's going on, Mr. Hanif?
What's going on, Fanon? You good?
I'm well, man. I can't complain. How are you, sir?
I'm good, thank you. I'm good. I haven't been coming on lately. Just to be honest, I haven't been following any sports a lot. I've been watching the news and for our brothers in Palestine.
Yes,
and
sir.
I hope everything gets better for them soon. And I hope
for sure
Europe's lost colony falls. I just wanted to say, but I did take out the time the other day to watch the Gypsy Queen's performance.
The Gypsy Queen. Woo, he looking bad out there.
Oh, that was shocking. Honestly, I think, because of Tyson Fury's size, he finally met someone who he can't just lean on. Because with how big and strong Ngannou is and with his grappling background, you can't just clinch on him and lean on him or anything like that. I thought Ngannou was all wrong for him. But, we can say about how bad Fury was, but we got to give massive credit to Ngannou as well. For his first pro fight, to show the patience he did. He didn't go lunging in and gas himself out like Conor McGregor did in the first 3 rounds against Floyd. He showed real patience, Ngannou. And you know what? He was quite quick with his punches as well. A few times he countered Fury. One of the punches that he cut Fury on the forehead was a counter punch, and it was really quite quick. He definitely won the fight. But what I want to ask you is how do you think Ngannou does against the rest of the heavyweights? How far do you see him going?
I see him.
I
How
think
tall is he?
personally,
How tall is Ngannou?
they say 6'4", but then when you look at him next to Fury, he's 6'9". I think he's a lot taller than 6'4".
Well, Fury's not really 6'9". Fury's like 6'8". Tell you most things with fraud, most things with Tyson Fury is fraud. But I think Tyson Fury's closer to 6'8". And like, because he's about an inch, a little over an inch taller than Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder is probably a good 6'7", 6'6 and a half, 6'7", and or 6'7", and Tyson Fury's probably 6'8". Francis Ngannou looked like he's about 6'5", maybe a little bit short of 6'6". He's definitely shorter than Deontay Wilder. But the reason why I ask how tall he is, because that's how I think how far he's going to go. Down. France, he better not fight Zhang. Zhang is Zhang. I don't see him.
Oh, no.
I don't see him doing well with Zhang. I don't see him do Deontay Wilder. Somebody's out saying here Deontay Wilder will not knock him out. Dog, Deontay Wilder will probably hurt that man badly.
Yeah.
Deontay Wilder will probably hurt that man very badly. But okay, you guys keep living the dream. Like I said, I'm gonna put that money on him. I wouldn't honestly, man. I wouldn't. If he continues to fight and there's gonna be heavyweights that he can beat, that he can hurt because he's a big puncher. He's a big puncher, but we'll see how like if he fights 3 or 4 times and people know how to prepare for him and know what to look for on him. If they really set their sights on him, take him seriously, I think you may see a much more difficult fight for him against some of those guys. But he's definitely very, very big, and he's strong and he's smart. So he's definitely a very talented athlete and a very talented fighter. And he's got the mentality of a champion. He went in that ring like a champion, like somebody that had been in there before, that had been in championship fights before. The moment didn't get the best of him. He showed experience and all of that stuff. But if he gets in there with Jared Anderson, somebody like Jared Anderson, that shit could be really, really ugly, because that's what those guys do, and they bring a lot more power, and they're going to take him seriously. They're not going to get in there looking like a Teletubby to fight the guy. They're going to be in shape, and they're going to be trying to make a name off of him instead of the other way around, treating it like a joke.
Yeah, he's a massive draw, I think now.
I mean, you'll see it in his next fight if he is or not. That's proven once it happens, But there you go.
Yeah, I think some of these UFC fans are getting a bit carried away, though. Talking like the UFC fighters could quite easily be dominant in boxing. I think Ngannou is just a special guy. The rest, I don't think they could cope in the sport. It's just too different. I mean, we've seen them do their clashes with the YouTubers and they look horrendous. We saw McGregor against Floyd. A lot of people gave McGregor credit against Floyd. I didn't. I thought he couldn't even throw a punch. McGregor, I think he spent half the fight hitting Floyd on the back of the head and slapping him as well. So, but no, I just wanted to get your viewpoint on it. That's all. Yeah,
I mean, the Mayweather thing, dude. First of all, Tyson Fury is nowhere near as good a fighter as Floyd Mayweather is.
Yeah.
Just not as good. He's not as good a fighter as he is. And
Mayweather carried Conor in that fight.
Yeah, he carried him, but he also made sure he was breaking him down the entire time. He wasn't playing, or he was breaking him. He was breaking Conor McGregor down the entire time. He was catching a lot of those shots that people thought were landing. And then he was basically just talking to him and really landing just a straight right hand over and over and over again. And then by the time when he decided, he put the work in to knock out Conor McGregor when he wanted to knock him out. He just extended. He was cutting him from the first round. And I don't mean cutting him like skin cutting him. I'm saying like he was wearing him down and beating the man up from the first round. So there was nothing. So he basically emptied the tank on him. So for a while there, he was like, man, there ain't nothing left in this dude. And when it's time to just get on him, he got him out in a very fundamental fashion. Tyson Fury doing a bunch of just throwing shots at the dude's head, didn't go to the body, wasn't going, didn't have the ability, and he couldn't take the dude's shot. Just couldn't take the dude's punch.
Well, before the fight started, when the referee was giving them a talk and they were going back to the corners, Tyson Fury said to him, "It's time to take you to school." And then look what happened.
Yeah, and he got beat up in school.
Have you seen his face after the fight? Have you seen his face?
Yeah, he's
In his
bruised
last
up, but he's
interview?
pale. So yeah, he got a black eye. He's got a straight up black eye, like ring around the eye.
Yeah.
He had scuffs up on the top of his head, but he doesn't have a lot of color. So, that stuff's going to show up more easily. But I saw Ngannou, and Ngannou didn't have any of it. His face look clean just looked really clean. Yeah, Tyson Fury looked terrible in that fight, man.
That's all I wanted to come on and appreciate you giving me the time to talk.
All right, bro. Get back with you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank
Good
you,
to speak to you.
All right, good speaking with you. Peace. Yeah, something was wrong with your deal. He looked like the target dog. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, man. Yeah, he got that schoolyard beat down, bro. He got that schoolyard beat down. He looked bad, man. He looked bad, brother. I can't lie. He looked bad, bro. He looked bad in that fight. And I'm happy that he looked bad. Hey, Snow, check you out later, brother. Check you out later. Look, man, I'm not into all that Russia-Ukraine stuff, man. I'm not all into it. I don't know who's right and who's wrong, but I don't believe there's no such thing as a war crime. It's all should be criminal, but they're not going to enforce it till it's over. So it's just a punishment for the losers. If you don't lose, it ain't a crime. Was what did they ever see in the United States ever get? You ever seen anybody in the United States in prison for war crimes? Never. So, nah, dog, I don't buy it. You know what I mean? I don't buy it. They're all out there doing a bunch of dirt. Because it's not dirt unless you lose. Because I forget what it was, Hans Morgenthal's rules of political realism. Man, it's been years since I said that. Not to confuse the morality of the morality of the individual with that of the nation state, or to confuse the morality of the individual with that of the nation state is to court national disaster. That's pretty much telling you that you can do any type of horrific shit. That the leaders of a nation can do any type of horrific shit in order to keep the nation together. So there ain't no such thing, man. They're tripping, bro. Oh, the trainer of the year is Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson's going to get trainer of the year. Mike Tyson got his ass, though. That's why you need to bring them dudes into camp. Dog, I'm trying to tell you, that's why Errol Spence needs to go get them boys into camp. I'm telling you, man, keep your trainer, but you better get Roy Jones Jr. into camp. Go find James Toney. Pull James Toney. Hey, James, man, I got to go. Hey, I got 10G for you, man. I'll tell you, I got 10G for you. I'm fighting, man. What would you do if you were me? And ask James Toney. Pull in Bernard Hopkins. Ask Bernard Hopkins. You're supposed to do that, man. Those guys are very intelligent boxers. Just because they may not be running entire training camps and things. Claymore Rain, what's up? What's up, man?
What's good? What's good? Am I coming in? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. Yesterday I couldn't really get that reception I needed. So I couldn't
Hold on one second. Derek Choice, can you stop hating on people, bro? Just for the rest of the day. Errol is still on vacation. You think he's on vacation for 4 months? And I'm the hater? I'm the hater. It's August, September, October. It's been September, October. It's been a full 2 months, and I'm the one that's hating, bro. You sure you're not the one hating? I think you're the one hating, Derek. Go ahead, brother. What's on your mind this morning?
Yeah, man. I couldn't. You can still hear me? You hear me?
I can
right?
hear you perfectly well, man.
Okay, perfect. This thing works better than everything else. I didn't really get to build yesterday when I wanted to. I wasn't getting that reception I was trying to get, so I just kind of let it go. But just kind of continue the conversation yesterday. And as far as I think the argument that really is underlining everything on a foundational level is whether or not Francis Ngannou can compete. And can compete, including can win, right? That goes together. If he can compete, then he can win. And I think last night, what am I talking about? Saturday night, what you saw was the foundation is there. The concrete, Mike Tyson laid down the foundation well. Is it a house yet? No, it's definitely not a house. But you saw potential there. You saw there needs to be work, but you also saw not only by the way he fought, but by if you listen to his interview and after the fight, you also saw that that he's aware that the work still needs to be done and that he's smart so the work can be done. He's not full of himself. He's not ready to you know what I'm saying? He understands what's going on. And when you bring that, I'd like to say when the stars align, when you got a physical specimen like that, who's very coachable clearly, and you think about the fact that Mike Tyson doesn't coach nobody. He's actually commented on the fact that he could never coach because he doesn't have the patience to coach people. He's commented on this, right? So for him to see something in Francis Ngannou, there's some intangibles that we are not aware of that Mike is, so we can put some faith in him as well to be like, well, if Mike is saying something, let's see. So I'm not ready to say that what he will do, but I am confident enough to say that, man, what he showed me that night shows me what he can do. He can compete. And the difference between the heavyweight division and the rest of the divisions is that if you can punch real hard and you can set people up and you can connect, you can be effective. You don't have to be Floyd Mayweather. You don't have to be Sugar Ray Robinson. You don't have to be Muhammad Ali in the heavyweight division. If you can punch real hard and you can learn how to set people up and, no shots thrown, because I am a fan of Deontay Wilder, but I think he's he proves what I'm saying. Like, he's a guy who came into boxing late, came with a lot of power, and once they showed him how to connect and just deliver that power effectively, he became a very effective heavyweight fighter. He's never really been, the skilled boxer. He wasn't boxing ever since he was 7 years old. He came in late. He had he was motivated by taking care of his child, and he had a lot of power, God-given power, and he was able to translate that into a successful boxing career. I think Francis Ngannou brings those intangibles. I think he brings in the focus because he wants to take care of his family. He comes from very humble beginnings. I think he brings in the discipline, he brings in the discipline, and he brings in the God-given power. He brings that in. So if that can all be brought together in the right way, I think he could be a very effective boxer. And he's 37 years old, so there's no 4 or 5 warm-up fights. He's coming in for the money as well. The money's very much in his crosshairs. So he's only looking for Anthony. He's only looking for Deontay. He's only looking for those top guys because he's trying to make the money. So that's where it's going to be at. Will he win those fights? Let's be honest. Right now, he probably won't. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to say he's probably going to win. But will he compete? I think he will. I think he will compete. And I think he can win. You know what I mean? I think he can. Am I crazy? I don't think I said
Kitty can win. Yeah, I think you're crazy.
It won't be the first time, Fanon.
Yeah, I think you're crazy. Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder. Bro, Deontay, I completely reject what people are saying about Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder is a skilled fighter. He absolutely positively is a skilled fighter. That he fights in a way that allows him to set up traps and allows him to land his big his weapon that he has. And dude, he is improved as a fighter. He went through the Olympics. The man had 40 professional fights, man. That dude is an established fighter and he knows what he's doing in the ring. And if he was so unskilled, and if it was so all of that, somebody else other than that cheating ass Tyson Fury would have beaten him.
Right.
Well before that. People, that's just crap that keeps getting thrown at him because he doesn't fight like he's a lightweight. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't fight like he's a lightweight.
Right.
I mean, dude, there's a bunch of fighters there's all kind of heavyweights. I do agree with you that heavyweights come in later in life, and because of their size and because of their strength, that allows them to be able to have the power that can neutralize somebody. Sure. But dude, that's the entire thing. Talent is real. Dude, if Tyson Fury wasn't 6'9", his ass would have been got whooped.
Facts.
That's not into all of this. Just taking it as for granted that Deontay Wilder's not a skilled fighter. He looks pretty skilled to me. He looks like he's walking people out going forward. He's knocking people out going backwards. He's beating guys that were world champions, beating top fighters. He put Tyson Fury as good as everybody said that he thought he was. He didn't accidentally knock that dude down too. He almost knocked that dude out. Shouldn't, and many people say should have knocked the dude out.
In the first one,
yeah, man. I mean,
I think, Fanon,
let me finish real quick. Like, no, man. I mean, can he compete? He's gonna get his ass hurt fucking around with Deontay Wilder in a boxing ring. Because Deontay Wilder is not Tyson Fury is not Deontay Wilder. They bring a different problem. If that fight was 15 rounds and Tyson Fury was strong, the problem was what happened to Tyson Fury was that Tyson Fury didn't have that advantage that he has over people, which is size. Right. And he didn't have that size advantage over Ngannou, and he didn't have a skill advantage on the inside with Francis Ngannou, and that's why he couldn't do any of that shit on the inside. And he wound up getting set up very nicely for what I thought was a sloppy-looking left hand that came over the top and that he underestimated, and boom, on his chin, down you go.
On top of his head, right. I think, I don't know. I guess I'm not delivering the message right? So let me try one more time. This is
you delivered the message. You said he can compete.
Right. But I'm sorry, as far as Deontay Wilder is concerned, when I say the skill level, when I'm talking about that, what I'm really trying to capture is that he's unorthodox. He didn't learn how to box how other boxers necessarily learn how to box. He came in late, and the way he was trained was built around what he naturally brought to the table. So he doesn't box as, I want to say myself, I want to say we, but I won't. I say as I have seen boxers learn how to box. He was actually like I always bring up the road work, right? Like he doesn't do road work. I'm not trying to throw shots at him necessarily. I'm trying to say that it was different for him. He had natural abilities that a coach with an eye could see, you know what, we could take advantage of this. Let's build around this. We don't have to build him up like everybody else. Let's build around what God gave him. And that's why I'm comparing him with Francis to say that Francis has God-given strength and physical abilities, and you can build on him. Mike Tyson saw that as well, that you can build on that and he can be a successful heavyweight boxer.
Yeah, here's the thing with Deontay Wilder, though. Okay. Deontay Wilder is no longer new to boxing.
Well, facts. Right.
Deontay Wilder has been a professional fighter for 15 years now.
Got you. Yes, sir.
And he's got 43 professional fights. He's a professional fighter. He's a skilled fighter by the way that you should truly define whether or not somebody is skilled or not. Okay. What's the outcome? It doesn't matter whether or not somebody uses the same technique as somebody else does. If what their job is to get results,
right?
You see fighters that come in like Gerald Washington and other football players or ex-basketball players that come in and their jabs look straight and their right hand looks straight and their hooks look good and their footwork looks good, but they don't get the results.
Right.
I just reject the idea that first of all, the man's not incredibly experienced. He's very, very experienced. He's an Olympic. He went to the Olympics. He's an Olympic bronze medalist, man. There's just a lot of stuff. There's just a raggedy ass narrative out on the dude, man. You cannot tell me somebody that's been doing something for 15 years or longer, 18 years, because I think he may have had a 3-year amateur career. Right. The man that has been doing something at the highest level for 20 years, right, has had tremendous success over 20 years, has knocked out 40 people, is a Hall of Fame, has had a Hall of Fame career. And not you, I don't mean this to you, but you two morons out here talking about what the man that can't do in a boxing ring. Now, if you have somebody that is like Roy Jones Jr. or James Toney or somebody like that, somebody that is a Hall of Fame fighter themselves, that's looking at Deontay Wilder and say, he could do this different, he could do that different. But dude, those guys are such at the upper echelon of the skill set and accomplishments that they're really critiquing. That's the 0.001% of boxers critiquing the 0.001% of boxers.
Right.
Yeah, there's no other way, nowhere else in life where you would see that
Right.
you can see somebody perform at that level that consistently, and people that don't know jack shit and ain't never done shit got enough nerve to tell you that they don't know what they're doing. That's like you saying you see a guy that's made $1 billion investing in the stock market, and I got a an Acorn
$1,200
account.
in the TD
Yeah,
Ameritrade. $1,200.
yeah, I got $10,000 in some IRAs and an Acorn account, and I'm sitting up here talking shit about the dude that got $1 billion. Says, oh well, I told you he didn't know what he was doing because look at that stock. That stock dropped. That stock price dropped.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
I just think that is a highly inappropriate language. And even when people talk about American champions, like, oh, the death of American boxing, dude. I was playing with Joe A. But dog, American heavyweights ain't getting their ass whooped like them UK heavyweights getting their ass whooped.
Right, right.
Them UK heavyweights, all of them keep going pop. Joe Joyce, Joe Joyce is so much, he's more skilled. He'll beat Wilder. And then what happens to him? He gets blasted.
How'd they say it for now? Say it again. How'd they say it?
He'll get beat by Wilder. Wow. They say the letter L like it's a whole word. Wow. Wilder. You know what I mean? He's gonna beat Wilder.
That's a fact.
Yeah. What happened to Joe Joyce? What happened to Danny Dubois?
Tyson Fury just got slapped up. I thought Joe was going. Yeah, I believed in him.
Joe Joyce had already been whooped in a fight by Alexander Usyk. Already lost a pro fight to Alexander Usyk. Taking shots straight to the dome.
Yeah,
but nobody questioned his skills. Nobody's questioning his skills. I'm still
a fan of Danny. I think
Danny just took a knee and quit against Alexander Usyk. Before that, he got beat up and thumped up by the Juggernaut. Dillian Watt got laid out by Alexander Povetkin and Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury, and he popped dirty 3 times.
Yeah,
he popped dirty 3 times. Dog. Where's the UK's taking over boxing?
Yeah.
Meanwhile, we got Jared Anderson. Deontay Wilder is still the longest reigning heavyweight champion that has been in boxing since Klitschko. Sure. With 10 successful title defenses, but he don't count because the UK wanted to act like he didn't exist.
Definitely. Yeah, I think
I give credit to Deontay Wilder because he deserves the credit. Yeah. The people complain about the credit that Terrence Crawford didn't get and Devin Haney didn't get. And nah, bro, the dude that doesn't get his credit is the Bronze Bomber Wilder because of what he's done in his career. You cannot tell me that man, any of these other dudes are Hall of Famers and that dude ain't a Hall of Famer. But you got to have people acting like all Tyson Fury did was beat a unskilled Deontay Wilder. You're skilled. Get your ass. Oh, he's just big and he's going to hit me hard. Well, if you're so skilled, hey, you know what they say the skill set is, right? Hit and don't get hit.
Right.
Then do this. Show your skills and don't get hit. Since you're so damn good.
Right.
Obviously, they weren't skilled enough not to get hit.
Right.
He was obviously good enough to hit.
Right.
And they didn't have the skills to not get hit. So who's skilled? When he hits you and you can't avoid getting hit, and he hits you and you go to sleep.
Yeah. I mean, listen, I know y'all, I know everybody in the chat room and you for now, y'all get sick of me saying that, you know what I mean? But I am a fan of, I am a fan of all these guys, you know what I'm saying? But when you got to put them up against each other, you try to, for me, I try to see how Ngannou's going to win. I try to see how Deontay's going to win. I don't need to really look at how Deontay's going to win because if he's going to win, I'm pretty confident how he's going to win. But when you're trying to find out how Ngannou's going to win, you got to, it's, you know what I mean? You got to say to yourself, first of all, can he win? I don't know how he's going to win yet. I haven't even begun to go into that yet. But first of all, can he win? I think he can. Now, at that point, and I think he believes he can, which is very important. I think Mike Tyson thinks he can. I think people in his camp thinks he can. So now it's about how is he going to do it? And you know, he made believers, I think, out of a lot of people to say that, you know what, when that man puts his mind to something, he can do it. Will he do it? Yo, right now, today, I'm gonna tell you no. I think Deontay wins. I'm not gonna lie to you,
You
but
think he wins?
yeah, I mean, what do you want me to say? But I think he wins. You know what I'm saying? I don't know he wins. They didn't fight yet. I'm not that type of dude, but I do. My think is a confident think. Like that. That means that I'm not gonna say I know he wins, bro. I just can't do that because at the end of the day, shit happens. It's boxing.
Okay, that's
Anybody
okay.
can
Hey,
get it.
so if I pick up boxing and I fight Terrence Crawford, can I win? I
No,
believe in myself.
no.
Thank you.
I'm gonna
So at
tell
a
you,
certain point in time,
as
you can cut all
as
of that,
somebody
bro.
who cares
I
about
can
your
tell you how.
well-being, I
I'll
would
tell you how
advise you not to
Deontay
do that.
Wilder. I can tell you how Deontay Wilder can beat him. Deontay Wilder can
I'm
stick a jab in his face for 10 rounds and move.
okay.
He can stick a jab in his face and jab him for
Do you
12
think
rounds and beat him.
Francis? Do you think Francis will not be able to hit Deontay?
I think Francis Ngannou may be able to land a punch. He may land something on him, but not if Deontay Wilder doesn't want him to land on something. He'll just stay behind a jab, and he'll wait for him to come in, and he'll probably gets hit. Deontay Wilder's going to slip up underneath some shit, and he's going to light a bomb off on his face.
Right.
So Francis Ngannou is not going to come in. That's a different guy. Francis Ngannou is not going to walk. If Francis Ngannou tries to walk Deontay Wilder down, that man is going to be comatose. Deontay Wilder, the one thing that you know Deontay Wilder does extremely, extremely well is when you come in at him and you start throwing shots at him, his ass will bounce off a rope and hit you with that shit. He will slip underneath that shit, throw something over top and hit that shit. He'll even throw a big ass punch from way the fuck up here.
Right.
And drop that shit right on the top of your head.
Right.
Francis Ngannou is going to get hurt, bro. Hey, I see you, upper echelon. You jump back on. I got you, upper echelon.
Let me ask you this, Fanon. What doesn't Deontay do well?
What doesn't he do well? Depending
Yeah,
on what level of fight you're talking about.
Well, let's be honest. Just break him down.
No,
on that
I'm
level.
telling you, man, it depends on the level of fight you're talking about. Because
All right,
if you're
go ahead.
talking about the type of level, if you're talking about, take, for example, a Michael Jordan, right?
Okay.
What doesn't Michael Jordan do well in the NBA? Well, he's probably not posting up centers.
Right.
He's not posting up centers. He's not going to be rebounding over centers. But if you put him in a fucking junior high school game, he's gonna rebound. He's gonna post you up. He's gonna do everything that he wants to do against that level of guy. The question is not what Deontay Wilder did well or didn't do well against guys that are professional fighters with 30 and 40 fights.
Mm-hmm.
The question is what will he not do well at the level that Francis Ngannou is at? Francis Ngannou is not as fast as him. His feet are not faster. His hands are not faster. People say he hits us harder, but I don't believe it for shit because I have to go back and look to see where he laid out. If Deontay Wilder hits somebody like that, I've seen Deontay Wilder literally turn people's shit all the way off.
Francis too.
I don't give, dude. I'm going to tell you, dude. I don't know if Francis Ngannou. I'm not taking Francis Ngannou over what's the big African's name? That big 6'7" African. They got beat by Frankie Sanchez. They got beat by Frankie Sanchez.
He just got beat by Frankie Sanchez. Yeah.
Yeah. What's his name, man? Ife Ajagbe.
Ijabe.
Yeah, right. Ife Ajagbe.
Mm-hmm.
Dog, I don't know that he's better than Ife Ajagbe. Ife Ajagbe laid people out too.
Right.
Deontay Wilder is a special fighter, man. Right. That dude is a special, gifted fighter, man. I'm not being disrespectful to the sport of boxing by thinking because Tyson Fury got knocked down by this guy, that people are not going to walk in and be like, okay, you're a fucking okay, Butterbean. All right? Okay, Butterbean. Yeah. Get your ass. Oh, Butterbean, you're the man. You knocked. Oh, good job, Butterbean. Good job. That man very well is not, dude, he's not as skilled. Francis Ngannou is not a Buster Douglas. Mm-hmm. He ain't even a Buster Douglas. Buster Douglas knocked out Mike Tyson. Buster Douglas got his ass served when he got in there with Evander Holyfield the next time, and it was straight up food. I'm not giving, and not off no way. I'm no way. Right. If it happens, then Francis Ngannou, congratulations to Francis Ngannou.
God bless.
But man, Francis Ngannou is going to get hit.
Right. Well, he can. That's another.
I'm not
That's
taking.
another.
And Robert Bro said AJ's a bum, man. Please, AJ's gonna beat up Francis Ngannou.
AJ is mentally effective right now. He's not AJ right now.
Man,
He
he
needs
ain't fit.
help.
He ain't gonna be mentally
Yeah.
affected against
He
Francis
might not
Ngannou.
be. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, he just needs to find himself. But I want to like just slow it down a minute, right? And I want to.
Hey, I gotta move to the next dude, bro. But go ahead, man. Last
Okay.
thing, because the
Okay.
upper echelon keeps jumping on.
Okay. On a fantasy level, right? Just a fantasy level, you're the coach of Ngannou, right? You're coaching Ngannou. You're in Mike Tyson's position. He doesn't have a high chance of winning. What does Francis Ngannou, and that's why I asked you about what doesn't Deontay do well, right? Like if you had to find a hole inside of what he does, where's the hole? Everyone has a hole. So I'm asking you, where's his hole? Where does Francis Ngannou have to become competent in? What space does he need to work on to give him his best shot
Dog,
of
he's
winning
gonna have to
against
mug him, and cheat, mug him and cheat, because that's what worked. Grab him, try to get on the inside against the dude, grab him by the back of the head, try to wrench his head, try to do anything you can to wear him and beat him up, hit him with elbows, punch him behind the head, do all of that shit. But you better get your ass close enough to him not to be sitting anywhere near the outside of that dude. Because if he get hit with the same shot, the same 1-2s that Tyson Fury were shooting up the middle on that man, he's going to go to sleep. The shit's going to look like Bermain-Stavern 2. It's going to look like Bermain-Stavern 2, where Bermain-Stavern came out there with a high guard tight. Deontay Wilder threw jabs straight up the middle on him and bombed straight right hands right down the middle. Because if people if you do not think that Deontay Wilder knows how to throw a straight right hand, you're tripping. So you better find a way to cover your fucking head and get on the inside of that dude and grab him. Push him back, hold him, forearm him, do any and everything you can to do to not allow that man to be sitting at arm's reach from you where you come in, and do not reach. Because people say, well, Deontay can't knock you out if he don't catch you at the end of his punches. The hell he can't. Deontay Wilder shivered Tyson Fury with a punch that didn't get any further than this. Right. And he knocked out Robert Helenius out cold with a shot that didn't even get any further than this. So, nah, dog, you better grab him, mold him, mug him, run up on him, do whatever you can to hold him, grapple him, and turn this shit into a wrestling match. And for all you UFC
like
fans,
his cardio, are you saying the cardio is
I'm saying he outweighs him by 6. Because that's the only way anybody's been successful against him, is to run up and mug him and grab him and hold him and push him back and lay on him. That's how Tyson Fury beat him.
Which effectively affects his cardio, right? Like, is that what you're saying? Like, basically,
you guys
cardio,
are
right?
Hold on. You're just being a hate. Remember, the first heavyweight wasn't that? No, the first heavyweight was Widow. The first heavyweight was not an African. What do you mean? First heavyweight was an African. No, they were not.
Significant. I don't know. Even if he was, why is that significant as far as that? I don't know. Whatever. Okay.
Because this dude's a 4. Hey, let me move on. I got to move to this next dude, bro. I'll get back with you, man.
I'll salute you guys, man. Thank you guys. Thank you for allowing me to speak, and pray for Palestine, Israel. God bless you guys. Peace.
For sure. All right, brother. See you later, man. Hope we come back soon. Thanks.
Yes, sir.
Deuces. Upper echelon, real quick before you say anything. Fanon, quick question if possible. Can you please explain the Muhammad Ali as it pertains to getting out of contract rematches in fights? It means nothing as far as getting out of a rematch clause. The answer to that is nothing. From my understanding, the answer to that is absolutely nothing. The Muhammad Ali Act, from what I understand, limits the contractual it does put certain limits on the contracts that you can have with fighters, but that is a contract that a promoter can have with a fighter, not a fighter can have with another fighter. I don't think it has anything to do with it. But again, I'm not an expert on the Ali Act. I've never read it. I haven't read it from the beginning to the end, but I don't think it has anything to do with it.
You correct.
I've heard people talk about it had something to do with it, but I don't think it has anything to do with it. Because you can contract yourself out of that. You can agree to something in your particular contract that may not coincide with the Ali Act, but if you approve it or you agree with it, it'll override it. Because you have the right to contract. All right, go ahead, brother.
Are you correct about that? The Ali Act pertains to a fighter and his promoter, but that's just a narrative that's been spent.
And ratings. It has two
Yeah.
things. One is the fighter, the relationship between the fighter, the manager, and the promoter, and the length of the contracts. There needed to be a firewall between the promoter and the fighter, which is the manager, saying that a promoter cannot be both a promoter and a manager. And the other portion of it, the other half of it, really deals with there needing to be official rankings and legitimate rankings for fighters.
Yeah.
I don't think it has anything to do I don't think that it has anything to do, because I'd heard people say if you can get a fight that is worth more money somewhere else, then that gets you out of your rematch clause. No, it doesn't.
That's
Because you've already exchanged consideration for it. A person gets their rematch clause because they paid for it. They paid for it in consideration. In exchange for this fight, you agree to do this. That's why rematch clauses are enforceable. Now, if I would say if there was anything, maybe in a state, there may be employment law issues with it, and maybe, but I'm not an expert on that. I couldn't tell you. So what's going on, brother?
Oh, what's going on, Martin? Man, boxing. Some of these boxing fans, man, need to just go on and they're not boxing fans, man. They don't know nothing about the sport of boxing. They sit up here with these wild fantasies, this crazy crap, and then they be sitting there talking about, let's have a fantasy, or let's think. Look, man, it's not freaking logical. Look, Ngannou did good against Tyson. Tyson didn't take the fight seriously. The man was out of shape. He couldn't mug him. He couldn't do that. Deontay Wilder is a skilled fighter who doesn't get the skill. He doesn't get to praise him or Tank. Since they got so much power, people don't give them credit for being a boxer. But we seen Tank box off the back foot with one hand against Esau. We seen him set things up. Don't you know, to knock a person out, that takes ring IQ. You have to set a person up, especially if they know that your strength is your right hand. How many people getting in that ring with Deontay Wilder knew that the right hand was coming? But he set it up. A lapse in judgment. Like he said, you have to be perfect for a whole fight. I just got to be perfect for 3 seconds. And that's what happens. It's called chess, high-speed chess. You set a person up, you feint, you do all this and that to make a person react a certain way you do, and you set them into something hard, vicious, and fast is going to put them down. Pause. You drop them off. And then Ngannou, yes, he did okay. But y'all sitting there, I'm proud that Wilder and Ngannou's about to get this big bag, because Deontay Wilder finally gets the win because everybody did him dirty when he brought Tyson Fury off the couch. Wasn't nobody checking for Tyson Fury. It was all AJ. He brought him off the couch. He gave the man relevancy again. And everybody just took a crap on Deontay Wilder like he wasn't nothing. But now he gets the last laugh because him and Ngannou about to get the biggest bag in a long time. Because the UFC fans are really going to push this narrative that Ngannou has a chance against Wilder. And anybody that watches boxing know that he doesn't stand a chance like a one-legged man in a butt kicking contest. I'm just keeping it real. The man, yes, he did okay. But Fury was carrying the man at first, and then he got too tired. He couldn't finish off what he was supposed to do. Deontay Wilder's not going to play with him. Deontay Wilder is much quicker, faster, and he had more deadlier shots. And Ngannou, the shots that he was getting tagged with by Fury, he's going down. Deontay Wilder creates an extremely immense amount of torque the way he punches. And Ngannou is not he doesn't even, if you watch the shot that he knocked Tyson Fury over with, he didn't even turn his wrist over all the way. Like, people can strike, but it's a certain type of way to be a boxer, to punch in them gloves. And for people to sit there and say that Deontay Wilder, that Ngannou has a chance against Wilder is asinine. Look at the top 10 contenders that went against Wilder that didn't have a chance. Ngannou wouldn't beat King Kong Ortiz, and I'm just being 100. He wouldn't beat David Tua. I mean, Romain Stefan would beat Ngannou, and I'm just being 100 about it. It's a reason why people box for all this time. Yes, he has gifted abilities, and yes, he's a gifted MMA fighter, but boxing and MMA is completely different. That's why you've never seen nobody come over and do anything to a boxer from the MMA. It's a travesty. It's fiasco, and it wouldn't happen. but I'm glad that everybody's interested in it. But I'm just ashamed of the boxing fans who watch boxing all this time and think that there'd possibly be a chance that Deontay Wilder will lose to this guy. Like, it's crazy. Y'all have seen Deontay Wilder knock out pure boxers that's used to taking these shots. And Ngannou's not used to taking these type of shots. He's not used to defending or setting up for it. But I mean, I can't get mad. Let them guys get their money though. But to sit there and say it's gonna be a close fight, man, it's not even crazy. That's like saying Sean O'Malley got a chance against Tank. It's not gonna happen. Because now they're trying to push that down, talking about Tank need to fight Sean O'Malley. No, them guys are coming for paydays. And like I said, I'm glad Ngannou is going to get a payday with Wilder. But the man don't last 3 rounds. Robert Helenius will beat Ngannou. And I'm just saying that now. Robert Helenius will beat Ngannou. How do you think, Martin? Am I wrong?
Who will beat Ngannou?
Robert Helenius, the one who Wilder knocked out with a jab.
Probably, yeah. I would favor him to beat him. Yeah, I would.
Kalinowski, he will beat Helenius. I mean, he will beat that man. Like,
Kalinowski, yeah. I mean, dude, yeah, yeah. I mean, look, man, I'm not getting carried away. Tracy, you're out of here, brother. I'm not interested in your garbage. I didn't want to talk about him because I didn't want to talk about him.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, it's okay.
But it once, just so you know, dummy. Once Tyson Fury humiliated himself out there by looking like a complete bozo. Hey, man, it becomes talk worthy. It was a trash fight. It was a fight that I said would embarrass boxing, and I was 100% correct. It wound up humiliating boxing. That clown Tyson Fury. So yeah, absolutely. Now take your raggedy ass somewhere else and remake that name because I've already kicked you out more than one time, I'm sure.
But like I said, Francis Ngannou and Deontay Wilder both win in this situation. Tyson Fury, they tried to steal the fight from Wilder and do all this and that, and in the end, Wilder wins. That's why he always hollering blessings, because he's about to get. And I hope for Wilder to take the fight, because Malik Scott already reached out, said they reached out to Ngannou right now. It's on boxing right now. And I hope they get the fight because that's going to do well over 1 million pay-per-view buys. And Deontay Wilder, I hope he retires after this fight. Don't give these people nothing else because they savages. They don't even respect him. And this fight right here will be all he needs is the bag. And Ngannou, he can get the bag too, but he's going to sleep. The man going to the upper room. I mean, this man, it's the reason why AJ do not want, he's having PTSD thinking about Wilder. AJ knows what that man is going to do. And AJ is a 80-stone fighter. He knows what's going down, like Tank and Wilder. It's a skill to knock people out. If not, Devin will be getting more knockouts. It's a skill. You have to set a person up and have to be accurate. And you can say what you want to say about Wilder, but Wilder, hey, he's one of the best knockout
artists. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you talking over the man.
Let me come right back in. Put me right back in.
I can hear you.
Put me right back. I can't hear you because I can't hear.
This dude right here, man. Make a channel, dude. Hey, you and them fantasy arguments, man. But yeah, I'm going, man. You about to bring him back up or not?
He want to talk to you.
The hell he want to talk to me about? The man has no boxing knowledge. We can bring him in.
There you go.
Huh?
Here he is.
All right. Are we here?
What you want, man? Because every part of
nice
the day,
to hear from you too, Upper Echelon.
I'm just saying you ruin my day every day, man. I'm just keeping it real, man.
Well, only the days I come. I don't come every day, Upper Echelon. Okay.
I'm just saying the days you come, man, because you be coming with some fantasy stuff, bro. Like, what do you be watching?
Well, let's have a conversation about it. That's why I'm here, right? I want to have a conversation about it, right?
All right.
So, there's some narratives being pushed. When I speak, sometimes some narratives are being pushed, in my opinion, right? For example, me saying Francis Ngannou would beat Wilder. That's not what I'm saying, right? I'm not saying that. I'm saying that he has a foundation to be built on, and I'm giving credibility to the people who see the talent in him and his ability to compete. The Mike Tysons, people who see it, I'm giving credibility to them. I'm also saying that he brings God-given talent physically that a fighter like him with the right skill set put into him, with the right training, could compete with a fighter like Wilder.
He's
right?
37 years too old to do that, bro. It takes years to get that in there. He's 37 years too old, man. You can't just start at the end of your career, man, because that's why they train people at earlier ages, because it's hard. Like they say, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. Like it's hard. Frank the Ghost Martin. He started boxing around 16. He still was past the cutoff age, really, to fight in the younger divisions, smaller divisions. Like with boxing, you got to ingrain that stuff, ingratiate yourself. Wilder, he has God-given talent and he has exceptional punching power, right? But he still had to come up. He still had to put 40 fights in the bank. Wilder right now isn't the Wilder that fought 10 years ago. You understand what I'm saying? You're not just gonna hop off the porch and start riding a bike without taking your bumps and bruises. Right. You see, he didn't knock out Romain Stefan the first time he fought, but then the second time, iron sharpens iron. And Ngannou hasn't been put in the ring to have to sharpen that iron. He came against a Tyson Fury that was maybe 20%, bro. Like Tyson Fury wasn't even half of himself. He was playing games. And y'all taking the fact that Tyson Fury was playing games and y'all giving it credence and relevance. Tyson Fury was not trying, bro. He was not trying.
Okay, so part of what you're saying, I agree with. The other part, I don't. So let's talk about the part I do agree with. I agree that Deontay Wilder that the 40 fights that he has in the bank has made him who he is. That he's not the same person he was 10 years ago. I also agree with that you can't come in so late in the game, and all of a sudden at 37 years old become a professional boxer, right? Here's what I don't agree with. I don't agree with the idea that Francis Ngannou, the boxing community and the MMA community have this Palestine-Israel thing going on where the boxing community thinks that the MMA community can't fight, right? So when you guys speak about fighting, instead of speaking about boxing, when you speak about fighting, you make it sound like this man has never fought before. Also, not acknowledging that this man came over to Paris. His journey was to be a boxer, that he was training to be a boxer, and that's what he came to America to do, right? Granted, he has no professional fights under his belt, but the idea that, he's starting from a clean slate, coming off the street to fight this guy, Deontay Wilder, in the ring is ridiculous. It's just not true. Also, I doubt that you've ever really followed Francis Ngannou to even see him fight for real, to actually judge if his skill set could transition into boxing in any kind of way.
I have watched him. He doesn't turn.
All right, then. So, hold on.
Strike.
So, if you've watched him, then you'll acknowledge that he's been knocking people out for a long time. That his knockout ratio is very high, and that it's been boxing. He's not a wrestler. He doesn't wrestle. He doesn't do jiu-jitsu. He doesn't do sambo. He doesn't kickbox. He boxes. That's what he does. That's who he is. So that's why a person like Mike Tyson saw the possibilities in Francis Ngannou was like, let me help you. Because if you truly watch him, then you know that he's very good at setting up people. He's very good at delivering power shots. That's what he's been doing his whole career.
Can I pause you for a second? He does not box. He strikes. It's a difference. He's throwing overhand shots. These are not boxing shots. They are strikers. He's throwing punches that windmill over his shoulders. These are not boxing punches. These are strikes. And he doesn't turn over his punches. I've watched Ngannou in the ring. He does not box. He doesn't use boxing techniques. He's throwing barroom brawl techniques, and he's striking. There's a difference between throwing an overhand hook strike and a straight right and a straight left. There's a big difference between turning over your punches and hitting a person with the broadside. Plus, with the MMA gloves, it doesn't have the constriction or the retainers that a boxing glove has. A boxing glove is more restrictive than an MMA glove. And there's a difference between striking somebody and throwing a punch.
Well, respectfully, I disagree. I've seen him turn over his punches and be accurate and shoot straight shots. He's not just windmilling. That is just not true. But I'm not going to sit here and argue about it. If that's what you saw, that's fair play. All I'm going to say is, and I'm going to bring him back up, is Mike Tyson. He sees it. He sees something. He's trying to help him build towards it. And nobody in this panel that's talking right now can knock what Mike Tyson sees. So at the end of the day, I'm not saying what will happen. And I've already gone on record to say that more than likely Deontay Wilder is going to win. On a matter of fact, just in case anybody has it confused, Deontay Wilder is supposed to win.
he does bring the skill set. He has mastered the way he fights in boxing. Francis Ngannou hasn't mastered the way he fights in boxing. He's just beginning. So Deontay Wilder should be the favorite, is the favorite for me. I would be expecting him to win. The argument
Hey,
or the conversation has
I'm gonna tell you,
always been whether or not he could compete with Francis Ngannou. I mean,
you want me to
excuse me,
tell you
with
why he
Deontay
can't
Wilder.
compete? You want me to tell you why he can compete? Because you see, when Tyson Fury got in trouble, right? When Tyson Fury had to go to his bread and butter, he beat that man with a jab. He sat there and popped that man with a jab the whole time, and Francis could not navigate through the jab. Now, if you're a boxer, you'll be able to get through that jab. A boxer can keep Ngannou away with the jab the whole fight.
Right.
All Deontay has to do is keep popping that jab and moving his feet, and he will beat him comfortably every round. Ngannou hasn't figured out a way to navigate it. How you think Tyson Fury got the win? When he see he couldn't mug and do all that, and he see that he was out of energy, he went to the bread and butter, which was the jab.
Right.
And Wilder's jab is a lot more concussive than Tyson Fury's jab.
Right. I think Francis Ngannou has to improve a lot of things that he did in the Fury fight in order to compete with Wilder. I don't think he can fight Deontay Wilder the way he fought Tyson Fury. But at the end of the day, he's at the beginning of his journey, which means more than likely the boxer you saw fighting against Tyson Fury is not going to be the boxer you see fighting against Deontay Wilder.
That's going
more
to be
than likely you're going to see an improved Francis Ngannou against Deontay Wilder. And the question is in the spaces, that he's going to be improving in, when Mike Tyson, when Mike Tyson and the trainers that are in Ngannou's camp are breaking down how they're going to attack Deontay Wilder and coming up with a specific strategy to fight Deontay Wilder, are they going to strengthen him enough in those spaces where Deontay has holes? And I know everybody wants to believe that this dude is like this safe, this super airtight, sealed, impenetrable, you know what I mean, dude, but he has holes in his boxing game.
And
we all know that. And if you're a true boxing fan, you won't deny that. So at the end of the day, where the holes are, if Francis Ngannou and his camp can strengthen him in his holes, who knows what
what's the hole Deontay Wilder has? What's the hole?
He has no holes.
Exactly.
I'm asking you, what's the hole?
What holes does Deontay have?
Yeah, what holes Deontay have?
Deontay loses his balance very easily. When he swings, he doesn't recover as well as he should recover. You know what I'm saying? He leaves himself openings. That's what he's, as far as boxing is concerned, his boxing skills are concerned, he's a unique, unorthodox boxer. So there are holes for somebody to take advantage of.
So what's Ngannou's holes?
Everything.
There you go.
Hey, Claymore, you have a great day, bro.
I'm not going to deny
the obvious. You have a great day.
No, man. This is the thing, bro.
What are Ngannou's strengths?
Francis Ngannou's strengths you just let you guess he left. Look, man, I don't care what his strengths are.
That's the problem.
No, it's not a problem. Okay. I'm telling you, my take on it is this. I can look at a guy that is a college basketball player, can score a couple points on a pro. That doesn't make him a pro. Okay? Francis Ngannou getting in the ring with Deontay Wilder is more than likely, as in like 95%, going to wind up with Francis Ngannou flat on his back or curled over or some way, shape, or form hurt. Because the question isn't what Deontay Wilder's weaknesses are. It's what are his strengths. Deontay Wilder's strengths far outstrip Francis Ngannou's. Far outstrip him. He's more experienced in the boxing ring. Mm-hmm. Deontay Wilder's more experienced in a boxing ring than Francis Ngannou is in a UFC octagon. Deontay Wilder is not going to walk into that fight and make the mistake. And he's seen him fight now. He's also seen Ngannou fight. Mm-hmm. Francis Ngannou will be lucky not to get knocked out. Lucky not to get knocked out. The highest percentage chance there is in the outcome of that fight is Francis Ngannou going to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
And the only way that he's going to be able to come close to winning that fight is if he lucks up and hits Deontay Wilder with something. And don't act like Deontay Wilder's just something that people tee off on.
No, he's not.
Because so the idea that Deontay Wilder is super easy to hit and super clean, it's not there. Because there's not a lot of people that have really clocked him or hurt him. You have Tyson Fury. He's lost to one guy. He lost to Tyson Fury. One guy.
I don't think he's easy to hit, but I think he can be hit. And
everybody gets hit. That's the thing. Everybody gets hit.
I remember.
But the problem is what the challenge is. What is going to happen to Francis Ngannou when Francis Ngannou gets hit? And in order to hit Deontay, he's going to have to open himself up to get hit. Dude, that same elbow that hit Francis Ngannou, that Francis Ngannou walked through. If Deontay Wilder hits him with a straight right like that, and Francis Ngannou is going to go down. If he hits him 3 times with that, it's just a percentage chance. Yeah, everybody has a chance. Everybody has a chance, but it's just disrespectful. It's disrespectful. It's disrespectful for people to predict that Francis Ngannou has a realistic chance against a Hall of Fame heavyweight like Deontay Wilder. Tyson broke Wilder's face. Look, you guys, not true at all. Get up here and explain it.
Right.
Shit is ridiculous, bro. What's not true at all? Deontay Wilder, there's nothing in the world that you guys can tell me that Deontay Wilder cannot hit and absolutely hurt anybody, because Deontay Wilder concussed Tyson Fury multiple times. Deontay Wilder was dead tired. Deontay Wilder got off the deck to knock down Tyson Fury twice in punches that didn't even fully extend. You guys are just too disrespectful on Deontay Wilder. And because dog, ain't nobody gonna say this shit about Canelo Alvarez. That you got an MMA fighter, fighter.
Exactly.
The MMA fighter jumps up out of there, comes in, and which we talked about earlier was
that's 2 different.
Man, I'm not acting like that man can't fight. I'm talking about, can that man box? Because it's not a fight.
Right.
It's a boxing match.
When you say fight though,
if Deontay Wilder, anybody saying Deontay Wilder's gonna go in and beat Francis Ngannou in an octagon?
Oh yeah, that's not even right. Did you also hear?
This shit's disrespectful, and it's brought on by that fucking buffoon, Tyson Fury, who's gonna fuck around and get one of these UFC dudes really, really hurt.
Maybe. Did you hear that Francis Ngannou's last interview just recently that that Deontay's been practicing MMA for the past 1.5 years, and that he's entertaining that him and look, one thing about Francis is he's a humble dude. He doesn't speak. He's very accurate with the way he speaks, and he says there's a very legitimate negotiation going on in the background on Deontay Wilder coming over into MMA. Very interesting. Now, also, I'm going to leave off at this because at the end of the day, your opinion, my opinion, everybody's opinion, buttholes, we all got one, etc., right? But I'll say this.
Yeah, but this just a little bit beyond the butthole, bro.
Maybe not. But Deontay
seriously,
Wilder,
man, it's like you guys are seriously talking about because a guy had a good tryout in an exhibition fight. This dude is fucking LeBron James. Dude, the disrespect of Deontay Wilder should really cease. Because when
I definitely don't feel like I'm disrespecting Deontay.
No, it is, man. It's disrespectful to that man's skill set. When you're just, he's just a flawed fighter. He's a flawed fighter against who? You've seen one guy.
When you watch him fight,
he lost to one guy. One guy.
Right.
One guy. A paper chase, I respect you. Defense is questionable. Questionable against a guy that can't box. I mean, for real. It's like, hey, man, you got a professional baseball player and you got a high school pitcher. And, hey, man, he really doesn't like curveballs. Get your high school ass up there and throw fucking Ken Griffey a fucking curveball because he doesn't like a curveball from Randy Johnson. And get your ass up there. Bang. Dog, it's not right, bro. It's just a continuation of the UFC shitting on boxing. Dude, Deontay Wilder is a world-class fighter. That dude is even boxing fans run around and UFC fans talking about this man like this man is not an upper echelon world-class fighter. And to say
that's not me. I can't speak for other people.
Bro, you talking about his flaws as it relates to
yes, I'm talking about having a real conversation about where Ngannou can get strong at, how he can be effective.
Man, you know what
I'm just going to leave it with this, right?
Getting his ass
up
off
that in an interview.
He can get
this multiple times.
Getting his ass up off that ground. Because his
Deontay
ass is going to get mold the fuck. Let me for real. Y'all going to get that boy. You're going to get that man, one of these UFC fighters hurt.
Well,
fucking around talking about, what do you need to do? What do you need to do? No, like, dude, that's why I got mad at that dude. I got mad at that dude got mad at me out of Jaron Ennis's gym. Like, man, you can't tell me because Tyson Fury, because Terrence Crawford beat up Errol Spence Jr. Now this man can't even spar with Jaron Ennis. Just regular dudes out. Just even though Jaron Ennis, a sparring match will end his career. Like, man, it's part of that. It's part of that crap around Deontay Wilder. Hold on, let me finish. No, it's part of the narrative around boxing.
To make sure I know about what you're talking about.
I'm going to explain it to you. It's this nonsense that happens around boxing where these full of shit ass, fake ass boxing fans tear down on a particular fighter and try to act like that the man is absolutely nothing while they build up somebody else. Tyson Fury was a fuck off for even taking that damn fight. He was a fuck off and a goof off for even taking that fight. And the reason that Francis Ngannou didn't get absolutely laid out in that fight was because of the cheating that Tyson Fury was not able to do with him. If Tyson Fury was able to pull that man's head down, yank his head down, put him in the same chokeholds that he could Deontay Wilder, Francis Ngannou would have been knocked out as well. If Francis Ngannou could not take an elbow to the head, which is common in UFC, common in MMA, for somebody to get elbowed in the head. If he was not used to getting elbowed in the head, been able to see and compensate and brace for an elbow flying at his head, his ass would have got knocked out too. Tyson Fury is a fucking cheat. He's a steroid cheat. He's an in-the-ring cheat. He's a cheat with his gloves. He's a cheat with his arm bars and his headlocks and all that other garbage that he does. Francis Ngannou could not be affected by that. So all Tyson Fury was able to do was throw a 1-2 up the middle with his pillow ass fists. Right. Deontay Wilder throws a 1-2 up the middle on a consistent basis with Francis Ngannou. Francis Ngannou is going to lose, and he's going to lose bad because those punches coming up the middle are very, very fucking serious, bro. And that is and comparing that, you just take the same shots Francis Ngannou got hit with Tyson Fury, you make that Deontay Wilder, bro, that dude is going to go to sleep. And Deontay Wilder is going to be training for the fight, and he's going to prepare for the fight, and he's going to take it seriously, unlike Goofball did, which embarrassed himself and embarrassed everybody else. But the only person that needs to be whose name needs to be drugged down into the mud related to Francis Ngannou is Tyson Fury and Tyson Fury alone. To spread his shit onto the plate of all these other boxers is unfair to them. Deontay Wilder does not come in the ring fat and sloppy, goofing off. You're not going to catch Alexander Usyk getting into the ring fat, goofy, and playing like, oh, I'm not going to take him seriously and I'm going to fight this guy the next week with all that nonsense. If Tyson Fury would have taken that fight seriously and he would just fight fair, I believe if he had a career of fighting fairly, then he wouldn't, and he didn't have to, because he's had to do that multiple times. Right. That is a phase of his strategy in a fight, is to start mauling you. Right. And the mauling is so ridiculous and so obvious. People give him credit for it and say, hey, man, he can beat Ali. Why? Because he's just too big. Well, what do you mean he's too big? Well, he's going to grab Ali by the back of the head. He's going to throw a right hand past his head, come around and wrap his head up and then lift him up off the ground and punch him in the lungs while he's choking him. He couldn't do that to Francis Ngannou. He couldn't do any of it. Deontay Wilder doesn't rely on that. Tyson Fury relies on that. So Francis Ngannou Francis Ngannou took half of that man's, took just by the nature of who he is, took away half of that man's repertoire. Right. And now I will tell you this, if Deontay Wilder tries to grab him, tries to pull his head down, tries to put him in headlocks, tries to hold him by grabbing onto him, Deontay Wilder's not going to be able to do that either. Right. Deontay Wilder thinks he's going to walk Francis Ngannou back to a corner and lay on him, that's not going to work for Deontay. Right. Because Francis Ngannou is 6 foot, whatever, he's 6'5", he's 272 pounds. So it's not going to work. Deontay Wilder's not going to do that with him. Tyson Fury is so used to being able to bully anybody with his dirty tactics and his physical size that affected him with that particular man. Facts. That particular man. And I'm telling you, that's literally half of his game. And I was laughing the entire time. I was like, because me and my son were watching it, man. I'm telling you, I was looking, I'm like, dude, this dude is in trouble because he can't do what he usually does. He can't just grab him. He can't lay on him. Did you see Francis Ngannou shove him to the ground?
100%. That was hilarious.
Just put his hand on the back of his neck and drug this man all the way to the ground.
Yeah. Like, you're not going to win this game. This game is not the game you're going to do with me.
So that is not something that is going to happen with Deontay, because Deontay Wilder's not going to engage in it. If Tyson Fury wasn't able to do that with Deontay Wilder, he wouldn't have beat Deontay Wilder either. He would have got beat by Deontay Wilder if he wasn't able to just grab him, hold him. And the boxing world is corrupt. My opinion is that the boxing world is corrupt because one example of them being corrupt is that they never pointed that out about Tyson Fury when he did it to all these other boxers. Right. But then that shit backfired against. But if you start bringing in UFC fighters and UFC fighters start fighting that way, they're gonna do that shit against Canelo, dude. They're not gonna let you do that with Canelo.
Right.
They're not gonna let you do that. So anyway, man, yeah, that's me on that.
All right, so 3 things, right? Number 1, I agree as far as the strategy that Ngannou brought to fight Tyson Fury is not going to work against Deontay Wilder. That's a fact. So definitely got to be a different strategy. But I'll say 3 things. Number 1, nobody when 2 fighters are getting ready to fight each other, to entertain how one fighter can beat another fighter is not dragging the other fighter through the mud. It's what's on the table, and we're talking about what's on the table, and nobody's taking away from how great Deontay Wilder is. But if we got to find out and speak honestly and analyze how Ngannou can win the fight, that's not insulting Deontay Wilder. That's just having a conversation about 2 boxers fighting. So nobody's dragging him in the mud. Hold on, I'm not dragging him in the mud. I'm not speaking for nobody else but me. Number 2, Deontay Wilder once said, all these other boxers, they talk about my skills. They talk about how I don't box, but I don't have to be all that. All I have to do, I have that game changer. All I have to do is connect with this game changer at any point in the fight, and it's over. So they can be better at boxing than me. So in him speaking that way was almost him acknowledging that, yeah, I don't bring those intangibles that they bring. What I bring is what I bring. In my opinion, it's him saying, I acknowledge who I am. And that's what makes Deontay Wilder who he is. That's what makes even Malik Scott has addressed it. Like, he doesn't need to do these things. What he needs to do is focus this God-given skill he has, this power he has to focus on protecting himself from getting hit by anything stupid and making them pay when they come in and try to get him. That's an acknowledgement from them, just understanding.
No, man,
not taking
it's not
away
an
from
acknowledgement.
Deontay, but
it's not an acknowledgement.
Wait, hold on. That's what makes him who he is. When
Bro,
you can be honest with yourself and fight the right way, that's what makes him who he is.
No, that is not an acknowledgement of that.
So what is it?
What that is saying is, look, man, I could do that he could very well say, look, dude, I can do all that if I want, but why would I? Why would I sit around and throw a bunch of jabs at you, be slippery, move all over the place, when I can let you walk into a bomb and decapitate you? It is smart for somebody that has knockout power like that to let somebody bait somebody to walk into something that is going to end the fight. That's strategy. That's not the same thing as admitting that I can't do it. That's not the same thing. I tell people all the time, bro, I debate people on this channel, bro. I could beat them by doing it the same way that shout out to my guy BFTB. I could do it the same way BFTB does it, but I don't have to. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut your ass to shreds right the fuck away because you're illogical. That's not the same. And I can beat you on not you specifically. I'll just beat people on the structure of their argument. Your argument is illogical, therefore go away. I don't want to go around for a half an hour and do all that shit. Why in the world would Deontay Wilder be throwing 1,000 fucking punches in a round, trying to run up titty-tat, slipping shots and doing all that shit, when what he has to do is he needs to boom. But this is the thing. When you see a world-class fighter in there with other world-class fighters or a world-class athlete in there with what a world-class athlete does, you will see them sticking very much to the fundamentals and very much to what works for them. Shaquille O'Neal could have learned to shoot a jump shot. Like, why would I do that? He's like, man, why would I do that? I'm 7'2", I'm 290 pounds, 310 pounds of muscle. I'm going to back your ass up and I'm going to dunk on you. I'm not sitting there doing that stupid shit y'all doing. I'm going to do what I'm supposed to be doing. I know people that played basketball with Steve Kerr, the 6'3" point guard from the Bulls back in the 90s. They're like, Steve Kerr can dunk. Steve Kerr can dunk, and Steve Kerr can dunk quite easily. If he's playing against high school kids, Steve Kerr could come through the lane and dunk on high school kids.
There you go.
But when he's in there with a bunch of other athletes, what's his job? My job is to shoot this three, stay over here, and do what I'm absolutely best at. Right. I'm sure there are things that Deontay Wilder is better at than other things, and certain things that other world-class fighters are better at than he's better at. But Deontay Wilder knows how to throw a jab. Deontay Wilder knows how to throw a jab. Jab, 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 jab in your mouth all day. If Francis Ngannou can't get out of the way of his jab, and he's got a quick, fast jab that he can land on his eye, he can close his eye up. But he may say, you know what? Why don't I do this? Instead of trying to close his eye up, why don't I just throw some shots, pity pat some shots, wait for him to throw his big shot. Oh, okay, I see that one. Okay, set up the scenario again. Okay, I see that one. Okay, 3 times the charm, dude. You threw that, boom. Good night. Nigga, walk off.
Right.
Because that's what he's done to 40 people. He's done it to 40 people. He did it to Tyson Fury. The only difference is Tyson Fury got up. So for me, the question is, and by the way, Tyson Fury just didn't get up once. Tyson Fury had to get up 4 times.
Facts.
So my question is, how many times can Francis Ngannou get up?
That's a good question.
And is he going to be able to outbox him and win on points? If he can't get up,
that's a good question. There are some unanswered questions. Clearly, you know what I mean. Also,
man, there ain't no unanswered question.
I've never seen
that dude going to get his ass.
Deontay Wilder. I've never seen Deontay Wilder get laid down and have to come back from getting hit by power.
You sure?
I've seen him get laid down.
You sure about that? You sure about that? You sure about that?
I haven't.
What about Luis Ortiz? What about when Luis Ortiz that laid a big shot on him?
Yeah, he did, but he didn't lay him down.
Yeah, dude, but that's my point. Deontay Wilder's got a chin.
Okay. So I'm talking about.
And guess who that is?
Do you think
guess who landed the shot?
I'm not going to ask you because you're probably going to say that.
Guess who landed the shot?
Doesn't necessarily hit harder than Francis Ngannou. We don't know that.
Oh man, please. Who landed the shot?
He's had the hardest punch on record.
Man, they didn't test Victor. They haven't tested Luis Ortiz on that damn test. Okay. Who landed the punch though? Excuse me. Who landed that punch on him? What was the stature and the skill set of the man that landed the punches? It was an undefeated heavy Cuban with an extensive amateur background, world-class fighter, bro, that landed that shot on him. Tyson Fury first of all, Tyson Fury never really got him just off one shot. A majority of that shit was that mauling shit. But whatever the case is, he got hit by world-class fighters, bro, and he took the shot.
Okay.
Francis Ngannou has never
It's
been
not
hit.
about the skill set, Fanon. It's about landing.
No,
And
it isn't. It is about the skill
delivering.
set.
Listen, it's about the delivering of a power shot. And if
Bro, you're gonna.
Francis
So
Ngannou
what's the
is
percentage
able
chance you
to
giving him a landing his
deliver,
shot, bro?
if
Dog,
Francis
seriously, man.
Ngannou
Yeah,
is
good
able
Claymore,
to
stop, bro.
deliver, if he's able to
Clay,
get his
stop.
skill set to where he can deliver
No,
his
he's gonna
power
get fucking.
effectively.
He's gonna get his chin broke.
Listen, you're
No,
talking about what we know Deontay
dog.
can do
No,
to Francis. What I'm talking about
no,
is what Francis can do to Deontay. We're not talking
no.
about, we're not taking away from what Deontay can do. We're
You
talking
are.
about what Francis
You are.
can do
You are. You are. You are taking away from him.
he's able
You
to
are.
figure out how to deliver that power in an
Dude,
effective
you're
way.
tripping, bro. Any boxer, you can say that with any boxer and anybody. Well, if they find a way to deliver that 30 pounds of pressure right on that man's chin, he can win the fight. You can say that about.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
You
I'm not saying that.
Stop, man.
I'm
stop.
saying I'm taking.
Stop.
You have
I
to
gotta
take
mute
into.
you, bro. I gotta mute you. You gotta let me finish this. Dog, I'm being very, very clear, bro. You're describing a puncher's chance. You're describing that Francis Ngannou has a puncher's chance. There is no skill set that he has that is better than in boxing. No skill set that man has that is as good as any skill set Deontay Wilder has in a boxing ring. Nothing. Nothing. He doesn't have a better jab. He doesn't have a better right hand. He doesn't have a better footwork. He doesn't have more experience. He doesn't have better ring IQ. He doesn't have anything better than that Hall of Fame level heavyweight champion. And it is an insulting to a Hall of Fame level heavyweight champion for you to act like a guy that landed a punch on Tyson Fury when Tyson Fury was fucking around, even taking a fight. Man, it's disrespectful to Deontay. It is. Nobody's gonna sit there and say, hey man, I don't know Usain Bolt. I know Usain Bolt is a world-class sprinter, but if you move your legs fast enough, you can beat him. All you got to do is run a 9. All you got to do is run a 9-9. All you got to do is run a 9-8 to beat him. Well, you know he beat Carl Lewis. Yeah, dog, but Carl Lewis was like 15 pounds overweight and barely ran, bro. And by the way, he lost to Carl Lewis because Carl Lewis finished the line first. You're going to say you're going to put this man in a serious fight for all the marbles that Deontay Wilder is taking dead fucking serious. And you're going to get this man any real chance of beating Deontay Wilder? If he does, God bless him. Because that's who exactly going to have to be with him to do it. God is going to have to bless him. But maybe this God to me is just more of a continuation of the insults that go on with American fighters. When that fraud Tyson Fury, who's already been caught doping, caught tampering with gloves, tries to bully a dude and ain't able to do it, bro. Man, I think it's disrespectful to Deontay Wilder. Now, that's why, now, I would say the same thing here. I don't give Deontay Wilder any chance, a very little chance, or am I going to say, oh, yeah, Deontay Wilder is going to knock out or beat Francis Ngannou in an octagon? Because why would I think that?
Give him a chance. I give him a good chance of doing that. But like you said,
why
maybe God will be with him.
Why would you, bro? Why would you? Why would you? Man, let's pay respect to at least an acknowledgement of what Hall of Fame level fighters have done in their career, bro. Like this conversation, all these conversations going around Deontay Wilder. I mean, going around Gervonta Davis, acting like Gervonta Davis is some phantom of people's imagination. Errol Spence Jr. ain't never done anything in his career. He's just a bum.
I'm not part of that conversation.
You get old, bro.
But all I'm saying is people see, some people don't see it, some people see it. A credible fighter who we all respect, I know I do, Mike Tyson, sees it.
Sees what with Deontay Wilder?
Man in the gym.
He sees what with Deontay Wilder?
When Mike Tyson speaks of Francis Ngannou, he speaks of things he's never seen before. That's what he speaks of. When he talks, that's what he says. I'm seeing things I've never seen before. He has God-given he speaks that way of Francis, right? So and he was able to bring Francis here. Let's see where he goes. Maybe God's with him. Maybe all types of stars will align. And maybe we'll see a great fight. But obviously, there's a lot of people who are interested in seeing what that's going to look like. And there's a reason behind it. And that's all I'm saying. It's not for no reason. It's not that it makes no sense. It's that it does make sense. There are elements and intangibles there that if you watch Francis and you watch Deontay and you acknowledge everybody's strengths and you acknowledge everybody's weaknesses, makes this an interesting fight. That's all I'm saying. It makes it interesting.
It's interesting. It's interesting, all right, till that man catches a coma. Man,
that too.
Play.
We don't weigh out them getting comas, bro. They sign up for this. Everybody can go into a coma.
Nah, bro. I mean, for real. The conversation, but that's okay because it's gonna make a lot of money for Deontay Wilder. But Francis Ngannou ain't beating no Deontay Wilder. First of all, he didn't beat Tyson Fury. He's not beating Deontay Wilder in no boxing ring, bro. Because he can say he ain't ever seen nothing, this, that. Do they say the same thing about Deontay Wilder? People ain't seen nothing like him either.
Right.
But Deontay Wilder is a legitimate world-class, proven it in the ring through many wins. That's wins.
What makes this great. That's what makes this a great fight.
It don't make it great, dog. What it makes it is another gimmick, but that dude is going to get his ass hurt fucking around gimmicking with the wrong dude. Gimmicking with somebody without an off button.
Well, Francis ain't gimmicking. He's dead serious. And that's the difference, right? He's not doing this. It's not a money grab. It's dreams.
Now
it's
you
daring
speaking
to be
for the
great
man.
for him. That's
now
what Tyson thought he was gimmicking, and he found out he wasn't gimmicking.
Bro, I like Francis Ngannou. I was very happy with the performance of Francis Ngannou. But dog, fucking around with Deontay Wilder is going to get your shit seriously fucking hurt. Okay? You fuck around with that dude and you keep focusing on all that man's weaknesses, which are probably not even weaknesses as it relates to Francis Ngannou. Probably not even a weakness. It may be a weakness when you compare it when he's dealing with another world-class fighter, but even all that weakness that people keep talking about, what Deontay Wilder winds up letting those guys throw them shots and walk right into a bomb. And it's happened like 40 times already. At a certain point in time, man, you got to give a man credit for what the man is, man.
I give him
Deontay Wilder is not a normal fighter. Deontay Wilder is, and these dudes are ducking that man left, right, front, and center in the heavyweight division, and they're doing it for a reason. And I'm not going to be surprised if Francis Ngannou makes that's probably the only way Francis Ngannou should ever get in the ring with him is by saying, "Hey, man, yeah, I'll do it, but we're going to do it. We're going to do it. We're going to do it in the we got to do it in the octagon too." Because you remember when Andre Ward talked about fighting Anthony Joshua?
No, I don't remember that.
Yeah, Andre Ward said he would fight Anthony Joshua when Anthony Joshua had 3 belts.
Oh, okay.
Guess what Andre Ward said when asked, "Would you fight Deontay Wilder?"
Hell no, I'm sure.
He said, "I'm not crazy." Yeah. Is what he said. "I'm not crazy."
Damn right.
Bro, I want you to go look. I want you to spend a little time, if you got time, to go look at Deontay Wilder's knockouts.
Oh, I've watched them all. I've been watching all of his fights.
Yeah, so what you see is near-death experiences for these dudes,
bro.
Man.
It's an exciting, dangerous thing going on with Deontay. Listen, man. Like I said earlier, I'm not here to argue what Deontay can do.
I've seen Francis Ngannou knock people out. I've seen the highlights.
And what?
I've seen it.
And what?
That ain't Deontay. That ain't Deontay.
You telling me the way he knocked out Alistair Overeem was not death-defying? That people weren't worried about whether Alistair Overeem was alive or not at the end of that shot.
Name 40 of them.
His head bent all the way back. No worries. The back of his head touched his back.
No worries. Name 40 of them.
I don't have them.
There you go. That's why I say watch his highlight reel. His highlight reel is 40 of them. 40 of them. I haven't seen. Have you seen one where he knocks somebody out where his punch don't go any further than this?
Yes.
Name it. I need to see.
What are you talking about, Francis? No.
Yes.
No.
I need to know a knockout
Deontay.
shot where his punch doesn't go any further than this. I need to see him completely concuss somebody with a punch that doesn't go any further than this, and with gloves that damn big. Not MMA gloves, boxing gloves, where his hand doesn't go any further than this. He's leaning up against the ropes. He bounces up against the ropes, and he flicks his wrist, and the person completely lays out.
You know what? Yeah, no, he hasn't. He hasn't had the opportunity to, and I'm telling you, Deontay wouldn't have the opportunity to do it either if he was inside of a cage, because you have to deal with other factors, right?
He's not inside of the cage. The fight's not going to be in the
wrestling,
cage.
so you don't get an opportunity to do
He's
things
not
like
going to be in the cage.
That doesn't mean he can't do it.
He's not going to be in the cage because the boxing match is not going to be in a cage. We're not talking about what goes on in the cage. We're talking about what's going on in a boxing ring. The subject is boxing.
What I'm saying is, we don't know that Francis can't do what Deontay's done.
You don't know that he can.
Hasn't had the opportunity to do it.
I don't know that you can't. I don't know that you can.
True.
I don't know. I know who I know. I know who I know who can.
Facts. But I'm talking about the unknowns, not the knowns.
You realize you're talking about a boxing match between a Hall of Fame fighter, bro, and a guy that's 0-1.
Crazy.
That's my entire point. You're talking about a Hall of Fame fighter, a Hall of Fame heavyweight fighter that is fully preparing, not getting caught on a one-off, not about to lose focus and come in with a big-ass belly hanging down to his knees and still win. We're talking about a guy that is going to be fully prepared and centered on his man. Dog.
Yeah, man, crazy. Even when you're saying it, it sounds even crazier as you're saying it.
Exactly. So I would suggest that you stop being crazy, bro.
Man,
and
I'm a crazy man. You know I'm crazy, first of all. I'm crazy, number one. So don't tell me to go against my nature. That's not fair to me. But number two, look, man, all I know is if Francis does it, that's amazing. And we'll have to all meet here on Fanon International Boxing to talk about how amazing what we saw last night was, if that does happen. That's what we'll be talking about. And it'll be an amazing conversation at that point. But here, if he does do it, I promise you this.
Or it'll be this.
In nobody's face.
Or it'll be this.
To talk about something.
Or since you want to put that positive, that type of spin on it, or 99.9% chance it's going to be this. Deontay Wilder didn't prove anything because Deontay Wilder, the man he was 0-1. Then we're going to get back to reality. He's 0-1. And did you see Francis Ngannou hit him on the arm? Oh my God, if he was so good, Francis Ngannou wouldn't even hit him on the arm. And of course we knew it was going to be a knockout. Deontay Wilder knocks out everybody. But it's going to be Deontay Wilder gets zero credit. It's going to be Deontay Wilder gets zero credit, and it doesn't mean anything. Just like the rest of
I promise you this, Fanon.
Just like the
with you that day, and I'm gonna be on your side. I won't talk like that.
Dog, his rest of his career, his entire career has been Deontay Wilder did it, so what? Deontay Wilder did it, so what? Deontay Wilder did it, so what? Oh man, that guy, he's never fought a top 10 fighter before in his career. How can you not fight a top 10 fighter before in your career when you're the heavyweight champion? It's not even possible. He won the belt off of a champion, but he never beat a top 10 fighter. He defended a title against a mandatory who was the number one guy, but he never fought anybody that was a top 10. As soon as Tyson Fury has a hard time with Francis Ngannou, Tyson Fury becomes a bum because all he ever did was beat Deontay Wilder, who has no skills. Man, it's been a Deontay Wilder shits. It's been a boxing shits on Deontay Wilder party for the last 10 years, bro. And I'm not participating in that shit at all. Francis Ngannou is going to get his ass whooped until proven otherwise, because he's not done anything. Okay. He's not done anything to deserve anybody thinking a man's going to win. He ain't done shit to even deserve that consideration. It's just like Tyson Fury is supposed to be a mismatch, murder. This is going to be a mismatch murder, but Deontay ain't going to play. Anyway, I'm giving Deontay Wilder his credit because y'all
totally
ain't
agree. I totally agree with all your facts, man. I rarely disagree with your facts, man. The only thing I disagree with is give a man a chance, baby. That's it, man. And give a dream and give of
get that man his
possibilities a
check.
chance sometimes, not all the time. But somebody who brings what Francis brings to the table, you never know, man. You know, you never know what Mike
I
Tyson
know.
can put into him, man. And
I know.
you know, but I want to go on record because trust
Deontay
me, I know
Wilder
the chat.
Deontay Wilder could throw his back out in the first round. I guess that's
Right.
possible.
Or he could bob when he should have been weaving and can get caught.
Deontay don't bob and weave. What you talking about?
Why you dissing
Deontay ain't got no skills. He don't bob and weave.
I didn't say that.
Deontay Wilder.
Skills.
Deontay
He
Wilder
had
gonna
skills,
let that
bro.
man
I
throw
never
shots.
said that. And
He gonna throw them shots. Let that man throw that shot. Come over the top with that wild ass shot right on the top of that man's dome piece and zip him. And Mike Tyson ain't crazy.
No, he's not.
Mike Tyson ain't. I bet you Mike Tyson ain't all gay, man. Well, you know, we need to really take advantage of this momentum, and we need to do this. Fighting Deontay Wilder might not be the smartest move right now. How about we go to Anthony Joshua?
Right. That's where it's gonna go. By the way,
Anthony
it's not going to Deontay. It's going
beat
to
him up
Anthony.
too. Yeah, hey man,
Anthony
but I like
money.
him. I like him, but just keep that boy over there with Tyson Fury. Okay.
Okay. When he fights Anthony Joshua, are you gonna be rooting for Francis or Anthony?
What?
When Francis fights Anthony, that's the next fight that's going to be. It's going to be Anthony.
Who am I going to root for? Neither one. I like that. I mean, I don't want it. I know it's going to happen. Anthony Joshua's going to win the fight.
You're going to root for Francis, man. You got to root for Francis. You don't like Anthony. Root for Francis.
I like Anthony.
Okay. But you should still root for
Francis. Anthony Joshua.
I didn't mean it like you don't like him like that, but I'm saying
no, I like him. I like him. I think he's a good fighter. Whenever he fights, I root for him.
Right. I wasn't saying it like that. I was saying it in a sense since you don't have no horse in the race.
Even when he was getting beat up by, that's what I was saying. Even when he's getting beat up by Andy Ruiz, I was kind of hoping he would come back. I like Anthony Joshua as a fighter.
Right. I'm not saying it that way. I was more responding to you saying you're not going to root for either one of them. So since you don't have one that you're going to root for, I was saying then root for Francis.
No,
I'm not saying
no
root for Francis then.
No,
you gotta love the underdog. You gotta love the
story,
I
do not have to like MMA. I don't like MMA fans. Don't like them. They're obnoxious. They feel like, oh, boxing is nothing. Our champion beat you at your own sport, and they're running down the hill with that garbage because that fat cheater Tyson Fury embarrassed the entire sport. Yeah. Tyson Fury should be dog. All you can, and I'm trying to sexualize. I'm trying to segment and where this blame where it deserves to be. Over there with the UK with your bum ass gimmick ass fighter that been cheating for years. You let that man get away with all that cheating, and he got in the ring with that UFC fighter, my African brother, and that dude got dropped and humiliated in UK and leave it right where it is with these fraudulent ass UK fans. And all you boxing fans that didn't say anything about that cheating ass Tyson Fury, which allowed him to get on that throne through cheating. And then when he got his cheating ass on that throne, he acted a buffoon and got pimp slapped by a Cameroonian amateur. It's a shame what he did. If he would have had to earn it the honest way, if boxing was not so much into let me get my great white hope going, let's ignore Tyson Fury's cheating. Let's ignore his floppy gloves, his see-through gloves, his positive drug test, his cheating, his grabbing, neck-wrenching, mauling in the ring. He wouldn't have been in a situation where he was without all those weapons and he gets dropped and then he has to become what? A basic Euro fighter throwing a 1-2 straight down the middle for a decision.
You're right.
Put the blame over there with Tyson Fury and keep all that crap away from the rest of the non-cheating fighters out there in the world that are honestly out there trying to earn a living, not playing games, taking fights like Francis Ngannou for an official WBC fight instead of fighting for the undisputed title because he's trying to be fake like he's Floyd Mayweather. That's what you get. That's the Floyd Mayweather curse. Try to be like Floyd and got your ass embarrassed. Was about to be, oh, well, let me do it like Floyd did. There's nobody. Remember what Tyson Fury said? There's no real fights for me with these boxers anyway, so now I'm just going to do UFC fights. That's what he gets. That's what he gets. And nah, dog, I'm not putting that on Deontay Wilder or letting any of that shit get over there by Deontay, because that's what they want to do. They want to, well, Deontay lost to him and our guy won, and see how terrible you guys are. But man, I ain't trying to hear that. Jorge in the building said, what's up? He said, good morning. Good boxing talk like always. Foster Hernandez was a great fight. The WBC champion sucks for being knocked down by a non-pro boxer. Saludos, everybody. Yes, and the WBC should be ashamed. All right, bro, I got to get out of here, though, man. Much love to you, man.
Salute. It's always great, man.
Hey, thanks for the conversation, bro. What you doing today?
Always, man. I got to send you something, too. I'm about to send. What'd you say? I said, always, and I got to send you something. You know what I mean? I got to keep it alive. I got to keep the channel alive.
Hey, I appreciate any support, bro, but I like that American flag you got behind there. You a conservative? You a Republican conservative? Is that a Donald Trump flag I see back there?
Hell nah.
You sure that's that black and white? That's that black and white flag, ain't it?
Yeah, it's black. It's not black and white. It's just black because it's tint. It's the color. Look, don't do that. Nah, I ain't no damn Donald Trump. Stop it. That's all I need, Fanon. That's all I fucking need.
You're out here trying to make America great again.
I already got enough trouble on your channel, bro. That's all I need. You need to relax, bro. Don't do that.
Man, I appreciate you doing it, though. I appreciate you coming chopping it up with me. Let me yell at you. Appreciate you, brother.
Always. My pleasure.
All right, get back, Claymore Rain. Peace. Hey, man, I love my conversations with Claymore Rain, bro. I can't even lie, dog. He out there, holy bro, you look, what he said, holy bro, you took it personal. What you talking about? I didn't take anything personal. I took what personal? I do take it man. No, you're not going to dog out American champions, man, with your garbage. Y'all UK fans propped up that dude, man, and embarrassed boxing, bro. Tyson Fury embarrassed boxing. All us boxing fans should be thoroughly embarrassed by that clown. He behaves like a buffoon, retiring, unretiring, cheating, not cheating, juicing, not juicing, fighting easy fights against guys, ducking rematch clauses. All of that buffoonery, man, came back and landed on that dude's chest. All that, and then y'all want to spread it out evenly amongst boxing. I ain't trying to hear it. Chris said, leave the politics at home. Hey, man, I'll talk politics. I don't care about talking politics. I don't mind anybody being conservative. You can be conservative. You can be a conservative Republican, a libertarian, anything. I don't care. Knock yourself out, bro. Oh, that's nasty, bro. Did you see the hockey player? Did you see the hockey player is a throat slit? Oh, did he do it on purpose? Did he go at the guy's throat with his blades on purpose? I thought they called that a freak accident. They said it was a freak accident, but if he went at his throat with them blades, oh yeah, you need to go to jail forever, bro. He beat him 3 times, man. Go away. He didn't beat anybody 3 times. Who did he beat 3 times? Who Tyson Fury beat 3 times? Who did Tyson Fury beat 3 times? Tyson Fury's never beat anybody 3 times. Oh, I'm sorry. He beat Derek Chisora 3 times. You talking about Derek Chisora? Yeah, he beat Derek Chisora 3 times. He beat Derek Chisora 3 times. It was intentional. Oh, yeah, got to go to jail, bro. I need to get on live. Yeah, speak. What do you mean he is? That's not bashing. I'm telling you the truth. Jump on here. No. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes, Derek. Yeah, Derek. He beat Derek 3 times. Everything that I said is true. Tyson Fury humiliated boxing. It's the truth. It's 100% true. You can jump on and tell me how that's not true. Hey, my guy Samuel Ramsey said that punch and drop Fury was slow as HE double hockey sticks. Yeah, it was. I was shocked that it landed, bro. I ain't gonna lie. But it landed. Samuel Ramsey back at it said Fury disrespected the science of boxing. Yeah, he did. By taking that fight in the middle of his career. Taking that fight in the middle of his career is ridiculous. He said muscles get knocked out all the time in boxing. Thank you, sir. Hey, man, thank you, Mr. Ramsey, for holding the chat down, bro. There you go. There's a link. The Tyson Fury should be embarrassed. He should be. The only person in boxing that should be embarrassed is Tyson Fury. That's it. Ain't nobody else in there doing that, acting like that, behaving. No other. He doesn't even behave like a champion. Wilder beat Severn by boxing, hasn't had 2 cents. Thank you, sir. Outboxed Romain Severn. The first fight. Yeah, he did because he had a hurt hand. Outboxed him. And old man money against McGregor is the true gap. Yes, sir, brother. Thank you again, man. Thank you, man. No, go ahead and click the link. I got time, bro. I got time, man. I got time. And my guy Ramsey said, not even Wilder hate. People will will pay to see. Yeah, but I hope they fight, bro, because I want to see Ngannou. I want to see Ngannou get his money. There you go, bro. Hey, Claymore Rain said, for the smoke. Thank you, brother. Thank you for to them well-employed cab driver. I'm sorry, you're not. Truck drivers, bro. He said, no, it wasn't on purpose. He just so happened to be a black hockey player. What do you mean? The guy that got killed was not black. The guy that got killed was white, unless he passes. No, boxing did not take an L. Boxing won. That fight, Jacqueline Robinson. Boxing, that was in a boxing ring, homie. Dog, I can't wait 7 minutes for you to act like you coming on, bro. You're not gonna come on, bro. Yeah, you're talking silly. 7 minutes. You just trying to go long enough so where I don't wait on you to explain to me how Fury and Haney are carrying the sport. You're just trying to troll me to make me wait 7 minutes, bro. Okay? I'm not going to do it. Dudes is wild, bro. Y'all are wild, but I'm out of here, bro. Now I'm not going to wait for you. Come back tomorrow, bro. Oh, man. The drug cheating going on over there? He said, for now, I'm saying the only person they saying it was on purpose was because the player that did it was black. Oh, okay. Okay, I get you. How can I doubt Francis in going in a boxing ring? Very easily. I think he's a good boxer, though. I ain't gonna lie. I do think he's a good boxer, man. He showed a lot, man. He did show a lot of skill. He did. I was like, oh, I liked how he's switching from orthodox. He had a game plan, man, and he executed the game plan. He's a very talented athlete. He's a very, very talented athlete, and he's prototypical, bro. That's the type of heavyweight we need. We need guys like that to be boxing because a guy like that with a lot of skill will beat a Tyson Fury. That amount of strength, I'm telling you, man, Tyson Fury is just, dude, I'm telling you, man, the reason Tyson Fury beats these people is because he's so big. Man, you got to hurry up, bro. That was intentional, bro. Stop it. I didn't see it. If he slit his throat and he jumped at his head like that, first of all, he's probably not. They're probably going to say that he's probably not going to go to jail for it, though. But I'm sure if they do use those, man, I wouldn't put it past somebody to stick that puppy up there, but never really expect. Oh, no. Okay. Yeah. No, but seriously, don't. Boxing is dead, but you're here on a boxing channel. Shut your dumb ass up. Boxing is dead, but you're here on a boxing channel. Your boxing is dead, but you just watched a boxing match. One of the best UFC fighters left the UFC to come to boxing, but boxing's dead. I would understand? Hey, look, seriously. Can you explain to me, some UFC fan, explain to me how you lose your best fighters to boxing, but boxing is dying? Fury made himself look bad. Without a doubt. Don't try to spread it, dog. See, that's how they do. You try to spread that blame around. Don't spread that blame around. Put that big heaping pile of dung right where it belongs, in the lap of Tyson Fury. This is not Tyson Fury gets all the praise when everything goes right, but everybody gets to share the blame when he screws up. Okay? Not interested in that one, brother. Hey, man, thank you, Mr. Baston. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you. We got 3 more minutes for the other cat to come on. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you, bro. Much love. Thank you so much for that support, brother, in the chat, man. Like, for real. Let me turn down my tone a little bit. It is mighty funny that Tyson Fury gets all the praise when things go well, and none of the blame, and everybody else gets to share the blame when he screws up. How does that work? Deontay Wilder can do a bunch of really great things, win fights, and it's just terrible boxing. He doesn't get any credit. But man, when somebody beats him, Tyson Fury got all the credit for beating him, though. Tyson Fury didn't get any, Deontay Wilder didn't get any credit for everything leading up to the Tyson Fury fights. But Tyson Fury gets all the credit in the world for beating him. Then Tyson Fury gets beat up on by a MMA fighter. But it's not Tyson Fury, it's boxing. Everybody in boxing takes the blame. Money over loyalty, let me tell you something. You're never going to buy another boxing pay-per-view. Then I got to throw you out, brother, because you're never going to support my channel. So you are not only freeloading on boxing matches, you're going to freeload on this channel. Hit the like, bro. We're pro boxing around here, man. But I'm gonna call it like it is, sir. I'm gonna call it like a TI is. Yeah, man. One guy beats him. And a stone cold cheater at that. All right, man. I think the 3 minutes is up. I am the other. Derek Basson. Okay, thank you, brother. Okay, thank you, Derek. The guy said 3 more minutes. I'm sure you're trolling me. But, whatever. People like to troll. I guarantee you'll only troll once, though. What was the name of the guy that said he was showing up in 3 minutes? Can somebody tell me what the dude's name was? Man, what was his name, bro? He got 3 minutes. It's been 3 minutes. So just so you know, bro, if I get off, the last action I'm going to have after this, Derek Basson's the other dude. What's going on, Derek?
Hey, man. Hey, good to have me. Can you hear me okay? I got my earpiece in.
Yes, sir. Good to see you, brother.
Hey, man. It's Batman the Boxer, man. It's been a while since I talked to you guys. It was before the Errol Spence Bud Crawford fight.
Yeah, man. It's been a while, sir. What's on your mind, man?
Hey, first of all, good job on the weight loss, but I'm going to go ahead and go right into it so I'm not wasting your time. I know I came on the tail end of the broadcast today. One time, Batman Boxing, we up all night. Fury, the mark of a champion.
You got a channel, Batman Boxing?
Batman Boxing, we up all night.
Hold on, YouTube Batman, you Batman Boxing?
Yeah, June, you will not see it anymore. Give me one more week, it'll be back up. But it's Batman Boxing. Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, I'm familiar with you, brother. Hold on, man. But it's not up right now?
No, it's not. I've been going since June. Last time I talked to him out of Tampa.
But it's up, though. It's up, though, but you just can't post videos still in?
Can't do anything with it.
Okay. All right, brother. Well, I got you. I'm going to subscribe to you. And it's Batman Boxing with a black, yellow, and black. Batman Boxing with a black man, with a mask.
That's me.
Okay, I got you, brother. Yeah, I'm about to subscribe to you right now. Dope, man. We should collab, man. Yeah, I'm sorry that happened, man. You
Cool bit.
or something?
It's okay. You live, you learn. But
Okay.
I know I'll keep you a little bit longer. I got on late today. To be a champion, as Fury says he is, you got to take on all comers. Now, this guy that he fought, he was proposed to be this. He was said to be this. What I don't hear is people giving Mike Tyson the credit for being his trainer. When are we going to find out? When are we going to hear somebody say something that Mike Tyson actually came up with the game plan? Wasn't Mike Tyson the shorter fighter of most of his career, if not all of his career? Didn't he know how to fight taller fighters? Don't he know how to grapple on inside and put that forearm to people's throat? So he told him how to fight him. Now, if you go ahead and fight a Ruiz, if you put him there with Usyk, he would have a much harder time because Mike Tyson got to come up with that game plan, and this guy was not a boxer. But he had everything and all the film work, and he had everyone in his corner to make him a good fighter for that fight. Now, all of a sudden, here comes Eddie Hearn want to say, oh, Anthony Joshua can beat him. Yeah, because now you got film on him. It's the same way they did with Shakur, the quarterback at Colorado. Oh, now he's a great quarterback. No one had film on him at Division I level. He threw him for 400, 500 yards. Now, 5 games deep in the season, you know how to rush him. You know how to keep him in the pocket. It's the same thing that's happening. So Fury fought this guy with no film on him, how to be a boxer, and he had to figure it out along the way. And he got caught. So it happens. If he get caught like that, he bounced back up, then so be it. But that shows you got to be able to fight on all comers, all types. That's what happens in the amateurs. You got to go to Finland this week. You back in this country that week. You have to fight all these people with no or very little film on them. And that's what Fury did. So hats off to him and hats off to Mike Tyson for getting him ready. Now, for Devin Haney and his dad to do what they're doing for boxing, I don't understand where the bashing is coming from. This man has done everything that he planned to do. Now, I'm not in a position to say what Devin Haney plan should be for his career, but obviously he grew out the 135 division, and now he's going up to fight. Who's more of a challenge at 140 than Regis Prograis at this point? Who's the greatest challenge at 140?
I don't know if it's him or Teofimo Lopez or Matias. Honestly, I don't know. I think
Right.
it's kind of.
So we don't know.
I don't know if anybody's a better challenge than him.
Because styles make fights. Now we'll see what he comes out of it. But coming out of 2 fights, going to Australia and then fighting, I got to rush on this. I'm in transit, but going on there, then fighting Lomachenko, and then coming right back to fight Regis. I mean, hats off to the dude. He's doing it his way. I mean, I got the most respect for him. And to say, I saw Bill Haney said the other day. He was on there for a while and offered a 25% to Shakur. We didn't see the whole terms of the contract, but to offer Shakur Stevenson 25%, and that 25% would be the greatest payday of his career, and Shakur still said no. If that's a fact, I mean, he did offer Shakur the fight. And
I'm not so convinced on all of that because you pocket watching somebody else's what their greatest payday is a fight, and you pay him. He's still offering him less than he would get in a purse bid.
But you know what Mayweather did all of his career? He would just go look at what you did. We did our homework on you. We know what you made your last fight, and guess what? We're gonna offer you $1 million on top of that. So take it or leave. So we no.
Devin Haney ain't Floyd. So, and I don't even know if he did that. Devin ain't Floyd. Devin he ain't been like, yeah, what'd you make here? Here's an extra $1 million. And Devin ain't. It's a budget from Top Rank. It's a Top Rank budget, and there wasn't a Top Rank budget. So how much are you going to get up to what the purse is? How much am I going to get? He offered him 75-25 when the purse split for the WBC is 70-30. That's less than he gets on a purse bid. So nah, man.
Dev, the Haneys were saying we're bigger and better than the belt. That's what they're saying. We got more than the belt. I mean, their actions show that they're bigger and better than the belt. We got more than the
No, their actions and all that show that that's all they are is the belts. Because that's what they keep saying. What makes them special is that we're undisputed, and the only way you're undisputed is the belts. So if you became what you are and you are this and that because you're undisputed, you're not bigger than the belts. You're as big as the belt. Gervonta is the one that's saying he's bigger than the belts. Like, I don't need the belts to sell a fight. I don't know, man.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what. So Gervonta say, "Well, fight me without the belts at 135."
He gonna have to fight Gervonta wherever Gervonta say fight him. That's just what it is. Gervonta's the man, and Devin's not. Kind of how it rolls, man. Hey, where you at, man? I see you on the where?
Yeah, I'm trying. I'm in Tampa.
Oh, okay, that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, but I was trying to wait till I got set up, but it looked like it was taking a little longer than I thought.
Hey, I'm about to roll up off of here, man. Come back again, man. I like talking boxing with you, man.
I'll get on a little bit.
We can have a good back and forth, man. You know what it is.
I'll get on a little bit of it. Hey, but look, I got a black and gold shirt for that. You can take that red off. But
hell no. I knew there was a problem. I knew there was a problem, dog. What you in them Sigma colors today for, though?
Look, man, you doing this here right here, though.
Oh, okay. Nah, I rock with you. All right, man. That's what's up, 8-5, man. Get back with your brother. Take care, man.
Respect you. Keep doing your thing, man.
Yes, sir, man. Get back. Oh, I'm sorry. What were you saying? I didn't mean to cut you off.
I gotta talk to upper echelon for real.
Okay, yeah, man. Next time when you got time to come on the show, man, you can
I got 10 questions for him.
That works. It works for me, bro. Right. But yeah, man, I like that. And man, when your channel gets back up, man, hey, dude, come on, do a collab or something with me, man, on OG Boxing Talk or something like that, man. You always welcome. All right, brother.
Man. Batman Boxing, we up all night. Peace and blessings.
Yes, sir. Peace. Yeah, I know Batman Boxing, man. That's what's up. Yeah, I know. I see him come across. I just subscribe. But look, yeah, Batman Boxing, a good dude, smart brother. Yeah, for sure. He's an alpha, but you know, it is what it is. He's an alpha, which means he's smart, just sneaky. You know what I mean? Them alphas are smart. They just sneaky. Anyway, it is what it is, man. Thank y'all for chopping it up with me today. And with that, I'm out. Deuces. A lot of fun today. A lot of fun. And thank you specifically to my guy, Upper Echelon. Thank you specifically to my guy, Claymore Rain. And thank you to Batman Boxing. They up all night. Peace.